Hey guys, welcome to another rendition of Dungeons and Dragons with my crew. I am Phoenix, and what about that music, man? Michael Gelfi Studios music is just a perfect fit for us. I like the Asian music, you know. Like I really like that. It's pretty cool. Like, but every music that I've played on here has been from Michael Gelfi Studios. Um, we're trying to stay consistent in that by using the same musician, and so far it's been good. I really enjoy his music like a lot. So if you get a chance, check out Michael Gilfie Studios on YouTube, and if you like that music, think about using it for your campaigns and whatnot. But that being said, let me pop into where? Oh, there it is. Big head mode. Hi, guys. Give it a second. It'll pop in here in a second. Hi, I am Phoenix, like I said, and I'm joined by my crew. They are trying to figure a couple things out, so I'm going to let them do that, and I'm going to pop in and say hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So
Hey.
did we get our issue settled?
Yeah, we're gonna we were absolutely not, but we got to work around.
All right. So on that note, like I said, Zombie is out for the week. He slipped and fell on his own excrement when he was trying to like relieve himself on a barn, and he just had a really bad accident, and he will hopefully be back next week. But until then, we are hoping that he's okay.
Why'd you take my bit?
I had to. Okay, I'm just saying. Hey, you should be proud that I used that. Come on.
All right.
But anyways, there's the dogs. The secret to our success in this stream, and but yeah,
We're the smartest ones here. Of course, it's our secret.
that's true. So that being said, guys, you know, during the campaign, I do not like try to talk to chat. I don't know if I'm gonna have a mod today fully, so there's a chance I may have to interact with the crowd today. I'm gonna try. Ocean said he's gonna try to. And I asked Ocean and Shadow, kind of like, as you know, I wanted to make sure I had somebody. I don't know who's here, so but if Ocean said he's gonna try, knowing Shadow, he will pop in, and you know, he's a great mod as well. So I appreciate my guys. And Z is at a bowling tournament for her daughter, so that's why she's not here. But we do have a new face in the crowd, and that face is only a face a mother can love, and that is Raven.
No, my mother didn't even love my face, so no, you can't even say that.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
God rest her soul.
Okay. So we're gonna go into the end game. There's only gonna be a few of us playing today. Wolfie also slept on that same excrement that that zombie was did, and somehow I don't know even why she was there, but somehow she also is out because of that same injury. So I wish them the best. I hope you get cleaned up. That's kind of gross, falling in zombies' excrement. But hey, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
But right up there, other side, right up there in the left corner, you see Raven. And Raven is showing that beautiful mug of his, and he's going to DM a special one-off edition of this. So without any further ado, I'm going to try, if I have to, I'm going to try to stay in character, but if I have to talk to the people, the good people of my chat, I will. But just in case you guys don't know, there is a little thing that pops up that says during the D&D campaign, Phoenix cannot be bothered. Basically, you know. So but let's do this. And yeah, what do you got in store for us, Raven?
Hopefully a lot of fun. Excuse me, hopefully a lot of fun. Something a little different than what we normally do.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. So all right. So we good to go?
I'm good to go.
We're good to go. All right.
By the way,
And just-
Coke is not sponsoring this, but I am drinking a nice orange cream Coke. They're not bad, but they're still too vanilla-y for whatever. For me,
Right.
I'm not a big fan of vanilla Coke or vanilla Pepsi or anything like that. But it's got a pretty nice orange flavor.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. My
Yeah.
wife likes it.
Yeah.
I'm not, and we're not sponsored by Burger King either. So
Yeah. Or Dairy Queen, Burger King's
Or
wife.
Dairy Queen.
All right. So, anyways, let's go.
And remember, guys, the workaround we had was ping where you want to go. So
Yeah. Oh, so guys, I will tell you this real quick before we start. Because of the changeover, we're still trying to use our same characters. My picture is not the same as my actual character I use. It's the one. It's the one of my the character I was not going to show anybody, but it's all right. It's a one-off. We're good. so
that was the one. That was the one that was in the main campaign. So I stole it. So
yeah, it's not
your
canon.
fault.
So, anyways, to be able to be able to move on the board, we're gonna have to ping where we go. So we're not just gonna be moving. So there's gonna be a little extra step. We'll get that figured out for the next time we do this. But for now, hey, let's enjoy the crap show as it is. So let's do this. Go.
And a crap show as it is. Okay. So, all right. So last where our intrepid adventurers left off was, they had all talked to Ignara. Went and helped her out on a favor on an errand that she needed. After helping her out, she granted the ability to have favors or to give a favor to members of the party. And after talking with her and every one of us, and after talking with her and going about her rest of her business, the party decided to return to the bunkhouse to settle down for the night. And so that's where we pick up at, is in the bunkhouse after that meeting. So you guys all have arrived back at the bunkhouse. Is there anything that you guys want to do prior to going to sleep?
Oh, I thought we already went to sleep.
Granted that I got some new gear, I guess that would be the time frame I went to go get all that stuff. That's really it though. I just went to go get new gear and all that, so that's all for me. Then I came back.
Okay.
I'm just relaxing, checking on my mouse, make sure he's alive.
Bandaging your wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Wounds, yeah.
So, real quick. So we're picking up exactly where we left off then, basically.
Yes.
And nothing's going to change because the storyline for next week is going to pick up basically where this leaves off anyways.
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll see how in a little bit. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, with that, I'm going to save my choices of doing stuff because I know we're going to have a week off, and stuff like that, how he does it. But I'll save that since it's directly after we're done. I am going to save anything. I'm just going to check on my mouse, make sure he is okay, and do that.
Okay. Hydraulis, is there anything you want to do?
I'll meditate and pray to Fluetta.
Okay. All right. So you guys take care of your tasks, the things you need to do, your prayers, checking on your pets, things like that. After a while, you all start to drift off to sleep. And finally, after the last person falls asleep, you guys have been asleep for maybe about an hour or two, when all of a sudden, Hydraulis, you are suddenly woken up for some reason. You're suddenly woken up, and when you wake up, what you see is this.
A lot of beds.
And hopefully the maps switched over.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's like a...
What you see is you see yourself in a bunk room. You see the members of your party sleeping in, and now this is not, you realize as you look around, this is not the same bunk room that you fell asleep in. And you see your other party members asleep in their own beds around as well. What are you going to do?
I immediately get out of bed, look around, and I'm like, guys, wake up! We're not in our bunk room. I wake everyone up.
Just 5 more minutes.
What? Dude, I'm just tired.
And
I'm gonna
Blaze sits
sleep.
up and says, where are we?
Ah, look, this is the first time in a big while that I actually had some good sleep. What do you think is the... Huh. I had a feeling this bed was a little bit more comfier than before.
The heck? Somebody wake up Ayla. Ayla! Why won't she wake up?
You,
Try as you
alright,
guys might.
Thunderwave?
Try as you guys might. You go over and you shake her and yell and everything like that, and she doesn't wake up.
Huh, well,
It's probably concerning.
it's all right. We're protected from lightning strikes. So, there's that.
This is true.
Fair enough.
Let her sleep.
That doesn't take
We'll,
away the concern, though.
she was
As
really
you
tired.
continue to try to wake her up, all of a sudden you hear a voice from around. Oh, I forgot to start a sound too.
Be careful, because the sounds I use is strictly Michael Gelfi, so I don't want it to leak over. Make sure it's not like copyrighted.
It shouldn't be.
Okay, just making sure, because I can get a copyright strike.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Right.
You hear from around you as you try to wake her up. You hear this voice all of a sudden boom out from everywhere yet nowhere. And all the voice says is, "This one is not for tonight. She will be returned safely to where she is from." And with this swirl of mist around her body, she's gone.
The
Okay.
heck?
I don't know what to make of this right now.
I get up and move to the middle of the room.
Hydralis, you,
Right here.
familiar with any of this?
I can't say that I am.
Blaze, you're a magic man.
Never seen anything like this before.
Okay, then. I will reserve my panic for until something absolutely abysmal happens, then.
Good plan.
Well,
All right. So what do you guys do now?
I got up
I
and moved over here, but I'm still not moved.
Oh, well.
Hey,
You need to tell me that that's what you want.
That's what I said earlier. You didn't hear me, I guess.
I also move right here to and check the chest at the foot of the bed.
Okay, it doesn't open.
Well.
Can I pick the lock?
Try.
All right. Hold on. Let me go to my sheet. So I need to
Should be
do
a-
sleight of hand, right?
Yeah, I would say it should be
And
a sleight of hand
D20 and sleight of
Yep.
hand. Okay.
check. D20 and then add your modifier.
Oh, what is that? 19.
You break your lockpick off.
Well, that's a bunch of crap. A 19? Dang. This isn't opening, guys. I'm just saying. Yeah.
And the further that you inspect, I'll just go ahead and preempt this by saying the further that you inspect, none of the chests will open, and neither will the drawers and the dressers.
All right.
Oh, yikes.
Can I do a perception check to check
You
the whole
can.
room?
You can go ahead.
Ugh, that's not good. Let's see. Altogether, 11.
An 11.
11. Yeah, I rolled a 4 plus my 7.
You see a room. No, I'm kidding.
Guys, I see a room.
You see, yeah, right. You see the 8 beds. You see the chests. You see in the center of the room there is a fire pit, providing light for the room. You see, and then on the wall here, at the very top of the screen, you see what looks like a circle, kind of engraved in the wall. And around the outer edges of the circles, at equal spacing all the way around, you see these red gems in the wall.
All right. Well, I explained to them what I see. Not saying that they're not going to see it, but Also, by the way, guys, I only see 8 of the 10 beds.
There's only 8 beds.
I mean, there's 10, but okay.
Is there? 1, 2,
Yes,
3, 4,
there
5.
is.
There's 10 beds. There are 10 beds. I made this map, and there are 10 beds. There
right.
are 4 lights. Anyway,
Is this a prediction for how big the party's gonna get?
Yeah. So see, all of these though. Anyways, okay, so
no.
I relate to them what I see with at the front of the room, just to like in case they missed it.
So, what is all this? Why are
I don't
we
know.
here?
I don't see an exit except for the front of that.
Mine.
Ah,
I don't know how to get out of here, guys. Maybe the front has something to do with that.
As you guys are discussing this, it's almost on cue. From the circle on the wall, you hear this grinding sound as if stones are sliding against each other in a circular fashion, and you see the gems start to light all the way around.
You guys see
When the last gem at the very top lights up, you see a portal of blue light appear within the circle.
that? Well, that's not normal.
I mean, we don't have much of anything else to do. I walk over to the portal.
As the portal completes, you hear the same voice that spoke about Ayla earlier. You hear the same voice boom out again. Please enter the portal.
All right, Tank,
All
you
right.
go first.
I'll walk through.
Choice.
All right. So you guys walk through.
I peek my head in, look around.
As you go through the portal, your vision is basically turned to white. It's so bright moving through the portal. And as your vision clears, you see yourself standing here.
In a white room.
Oh, barnacles.
It is really bright, guys.
White void.
Is it a white? It shouldn't be. It should be a
Yeah, it's just a big white square.
Yeah.
Well, that's not right then.
We're fighting in an arena.
You are in the void.
I know I shouldn't have entered.
Something tells me this wasn't a good idea.
Something tells me you're right. So,
it's not.
I love the energy. Yes, cheer.
Right. I don't understand why that's showing.
This is better than sleeping. Wow, I'm tripping out right now.
Are we sure we didn't die back in that dungeon?
We may have.
I promise you, you're not in heaven.
I pat my arms and like my chest. No, everything seems in place. Haven't lost any organs.
I pinch Phoenix.
Ow! A-hole.
All right.
So this is okay. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There you go. Okay, now you're in. Okay, that's not the arena that you were supposed to start in, but this is where we're starting at now.
Guys.
Well,
let me shrink this.
we did have all our gear on when we woke up, right? We didn't just wake up in our jammies.
What's weird is you woke up in Hydralis's jammies.
Wow.
Try to explain
so as you
that.
step through the portal, you see yourself standing in the arena. Sorry about that. Apparently that map was messed up. That was from an older game. You step out. You see yourself, surrounded here. You hear voices, and as you look up into the stands, you see a lot of people, all talking, waiting expectantly, things like that. Suddenly, I'm a little thrown off because that last map didn't work. As you look around, suddenly you hear that voice again holler, "Silence!" And the crowd goes quiet, almost to the point where you could hear a pin drop. Again, this voice seems to come from anywhere but nowhere. And then, as the crowd quiets down, you hear the voice say, "Welcome, noble adventurers."
Where
A
is this
shimmer of
place?
a shimmer of light. Well, a shimmer of light appears before you, and you guys were all supposed to be grouped up. Again, this threw me off a little bit because the other map didn't work. So bear with me. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
This last one. You guys are kind of grouped up, and before you see a shimmer of light. Okay.
Hey, look, guys, a shimmer of light.
And a man, shut up. And a man steps up. A man steps out
Sorry.
and says, "You're fine." And you see this man show up in front of you. Hopefully that worked.
It did.
Okay. You don't know who he is. But he says, as he steps out of the light, he says, "Do not be alarmed," he says, holding up a hand. You recognize that this was the disembodied voice that you'd been hearing. What do you do?
Telling me it looks like Carlton Lassiter off of Psych.
There you go.
He kind of does, though, if you know who that is.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Anyways.
I cross my arms and I look at him and I say, "What is the reasoning of this?"
Why are we here?
That will become apparent in time.
We just barely passed our. I don't think we even did our ceremony. I don't think we're actually officially titled adventurers, pal. Are you sure you didn't mean to pick some other people?
No, you were the one. You were the ones that we chose.
Sure you don't want HB?
We?
Come
We.
on.
Well, all right. So, what is this?
First off, allow me to introduce myself. My true name is not actually important, but you may call me the Game Master.
Hello,
He says,
Master.
You have had the honor of being chosen to participate in our games tonight, and have been brought here to that end.
Games?
You see, indeed, you see, gods themselves sometimes even need a diversion, and this is how we go about that.
Sweet.
We choose adventurers that we feel would not only provide the best entertainment, but also be able to showcase the things that they can do.
So, are we talking Monopoly?
No, we're not talking Monopoly.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking Monopoly. As he's talking, you look around and you start looking around at the faces again, and you start to realize he's not kidding. This is the pantheon of gods from the realm. You look in one section, and you see the god of war and the god of the dead. You look in another section, and you see the goddess of magic and the goddess of poetry sitting next to her. There are many, many, many of the other gods and demigods from around the world, or from around the realms, excuse me. And they all have eager and expectant looks on their faces.
Oh, okay. Given the bloodstain right over there and all the spikes, you want us to fight? You do
Indeed.
realize that you're playing with our lives, right?
No, for that we are not. Indeed, the dance games are indeed combat, pure and simple. But I promise you, you will not be harmed. If we were to harm our players, no one would ever want to return again.
What?
So I promise you, your lives will be saved.
What is the
Here's
reason
how
for
we do-
this?
I'm pretty sure
Entertainment.
that was apparent.
Entertainment, pure and
Look,
simple.
I have not become an adventurer to entertain a crowd.
It's an
I lean
ordinary
over-
crowd.
I lean over to Blaze. I think I read a script about this once.
I just, excuse me, Blaze just snorts and smiles a little bit and nods his head.
I'm sorry, I'm not one to fight for the pleasure of others. I do it because of survival and to find out certain things about myself and everything else. But you want me to do this for the pure pleasure of you and everybody else? Why?
Oh, but you will learn much about yourself tonight. What you are capable of, your limits, things like that. This is not just purely for the gods' entertainment. This is also for you.
So
You will
what's in
walk
it
away
for
with-
us?
You will walk away with some loot. You will walk away with some riches. You will walk away with the honor of knowing that you prevailed and that the gods are looking down upon you.
What if we fail?
Not many adventurers are chosen to do this. Keep this in mind. We felt that you tonight were some of the better ones, and we wanted to see what else you could do. We've been following your progress. You claim you are not adventurers, yet you handled yourselves very well during your test. We think you're adventurers.
Are we able to deny this to you and leave? That's my question.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, while Phoenix is arguing over there, I go up to Hydralis and whisper, "Do you see your deity anywhere?"
I was just about to ask for that. Can I scan the arena and see if I see
A big,
Fluetta in the bleachers?
let's say a big,
Yes, and you do.
nice.
All right. I immediately start playing into the game. I raise my battle axe. Cheer for your
And he cuts out as he says, "Cheer for
He
your."
cuts out.
Cheer for your what?
champions.
There we go. It would have sounded better if it actually went off the first time, but
Right.
I got hit with a spell of mute.
yeah.
Someone in the crowd did that.
There's probably a jokester deity in there somewhere.
Loki's
Oh,
out there.
is. Yeah.
Given all the deities around here, can we expect the game to be modified in any sort of way?
Meaning what?
I don't know. Like, there's probably, I don't know, strength buffs. Maybe that trickster god that I mentioned earlier could probably slip a banana peel in there somewhere.
No.
And give
We will
us
not
a
be modifying the
crutch.
games. No,
I-
we will not be modifying your abilities in any way like that. However, we can do this. He raises his hand and he snaps his fingers, and you guys get the benefit of what would be a long rest immediately. So any spell slots, any hit points, anything like that, they're all reset. You guys may want to make a note. Well, actually, you have sheets, so yeah. So everything would be completely reset.
Yeah, everything's pretty much reset on mine anyways, because
Yeah.
I think we
Should
took into account for the long rest anyways. I approach Hydralis and I look at him seriously and I say, "How can you entertain this right now?" Because I'm my character is completely against this, like 100%. How can you entertain this, Hydralis?
Do you see any other option?
I don't know. There's always another option. I've learned that through my rough life. There's always another option.
Well, given all the deities we're surrounded by, if that other option is probably getting disintegrated into ash, then by all means, go ahead, Phoenix. Let's see if you rise up from that.
So Ignis, you just expect us to go in here blindly and fight for their pleasure.
Well,
Bla-
I'm not saying I'm entirely comfortable with this, but do you really honestly see any other option?
Blaze, what do you think? Honestly,
I'm
what
always-
do you think?
I'm always game to kill stuff.
I tap my foot impatiently. We are leaving the lovely crowd a good show, gentlemen.
Okay. We suddenly made you the maestro of this orchestra.
I didn't actually laugh, just so you know.
Look, Phoenix, I get it, alright? This is honestly out of the blue, and I got awoken from my nap. This isn't exactly the ideal situation for anybody. I guess except Hydralis. And maybe Blaze. But look, just play along, alright? If there's an opportunity, we'll take it and consider it. But right now, we don't really have anything to do but play along, alright?
Fine. I go up to Ignis and I whisper to where no one can hear. Even little Mr. Meister over there. I just literally whispered to him, "If there's a chance to get at this game master, I will take it."
Do
And
what you must.
at that point I'm like, okay. I do not like this, but if I have to fight for my life for this, then I will.
You hear the crowd cheer. Splendid, the game master says as he claps his hands together. We love the enthusiasm. Now, as we have said, you will not come to any harm. We have handled this with many adventurers. You will not die tonight. Here is how we will do this. And he waves his hand kind of over in this general direction over here, to the left. And you see a large stone slab hanging on the front of the box with your names all written on it. And he snaps his fingers, and up on that board, you see what would be your hit points show up there. He says, your life will be converted into a point system, he says as he waves his hands at a large stone tablet mounted on the side of the arena. And yes, I'm reading a script. When you are struck by an attack, these points will be deducted, preserving your physical life. When these points reach 0, you will be considered quote unquote dead, and the game will be over for you. You will be safe and will not actually die. If you heal, you gain points back. These we will call your life points. It is in this way that you will be safe yet able to participate. We wish you no harm, only to enjoy yourselves during these trials. Now, let's start our first event, the display of strength. The GM waves his hand and an object appears in the center of the arena, basically right in the middle of where the group is at right now. It is 2 perfectly spherical rocks that are connected with an iron bar in the middle. The game master says, this event is simple. All you must do is lift the weight over your head. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Let's do it.
I can try.
All right. We're going to use initiative. This is not actually combat. We're going to roll initiative, though, to determine what order we're going to do this in. Okay? But we're not going to actually be in combat. So go ahead and roll me an initiative.
Initiative.
9.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Oh, jeez. You had to top me on the lowest, did you?
Yep. Gotta go before me now.
I got a 3.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Did you really?
I got 3, and
Hold
that's with my modifier.
Did you roll a nat
my
1?
God.
Please say you rolled a nat
No.
1, please.
No, I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2.
Your initiative is 1?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, initiative is based off of dexterity. If he's only got a +1 to dexterity.
Fair point. Fair point. Okay, well.
All right.
3.
What did Blaze get?
An 11.
All right, well, Blaze goes first.
Blaze goes first. So Blaze walks up to the bar and reaches down, puts 2 hands on it. And he kind of looks up at the game master and he goes, this is going to be easy. And with all of his might, he goes to pick the bar up, but it doesn't even budge. Like, you can see it kind of move a little bit. Imagine, if you guys have seen it, the scene from the Avengers, where all the Avengers are trying to pick up Mjolnir, and finally Steve Rogers walks up and picks it up just a little bit. That's kind of what you see. It's just this little bit of movement. And he is straining, trying to pick it up. And he stops, and he steps back, and he looks. And the game master is holding his hand out kind of over, and you see the spell Mage Hand is holding the bar down.
Oh.
What's the point of
The game
this?
master absolutely just uproariously starts laughing, and so does the rest of the crowd. He wipes a tear from his eyes and says, "Okay, we're just messing around with you. Please, actually go." Blaze just shakes his head, leans down again, and picks it up. So these will be strength checks, which I just failed. So again, the same thing happens. Blaze tries to reach down. He tries as hard as he can, but he quite can't do it. He stops. He just stands back and goes, "Well, I guess that's what I get for a life of being a caster." And he steps back and looks at Phoenix and says, "It's your turn."
I don't wanna. Whatever I roll on my die is literally what it is because I have 0 strength.
All right. Well, you've got to beat a 15 to lift it. So go ahead.
Oh gosh, come on. 11.
Nope. You get a little further than what Blaze did. You got it up to about your waist, and then just your arms just gave out and you dropped it back down.
I look at Blaze, at least I beat you, and walked off.
Right. As you walk away, he goes, I'm impressed. All right. Ignis, it's your turn.
Okay, I sigh and go over to it up, I guess.
Strength check of 15.
Uh,
Gotta beat a 15.
That is a 16.
Ooh.
You do it. You get
All
down,
right.
you pick it up, and with a little bit of struggling, though, you struggle and you push and you push and you push and you push and you finally get it up over your head. You stand there for a minute and then just throw it down on the ground. The crowd, once again, because this is the first, the crowd, they're amused, but they're not really, they don't really get into it, which is kind of odd.
You're up, Hydralis.
Yep.
Let us down.
Hydralis, strength check with a DC of
Alright.
15.
Come on, Hulk Dralis.
Hulk Dralis, yep.
Okay, I want to use my inspiration.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
A 5.
Oh, man.
Darn. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
I was
Don't
hoping
make
you were going
me-
to fail.
Don't make me look like the strong one.
All right. Altogether, I have 20.
You have
Nice.
20. Very good. You get it. You walk over with a 20. That's dirty 20. Yes, this is not a nat 20.
It's not a 20, no.
Okay, that's fine. I can work with a 20.
Just call those
With a
dirty
20
20s.
Yeah,
Oh,
dirty 20.
okay,
With,
okay.
with a 20, you walk over and you reach down. You look at Ignis. You look at Phoenix. You look at Blaze. And you reach down with one hand and you grab it and you pick it up and you hold it up over your head with like no straining whatsoever. And just to show off, you point at Phoenix and take the bars and spin them in your palm.
I roll
And then
my
you-
eyes.
And then you just kind of toss it back down on the ground.
I roll my
I
eyes.
immediately flex. I immediately flex.
I roll my eyes and look at him and say, "What do you expect? You're a big freaking dinosaur."
Just silently chuckle to myself.
So the game master laughs and cheers and claps his hands. And he says, how about that? What a great event. He turns to say, what do you, the auspicious crowd, think? And there's silence. Like dead silence. All of a sudden from across the arena, you hear this voice yell out, boo! Let's see some combat. And the crowd just absolutely erupts into cheers because that's what they want. After a moment, the GM waves the crowd into silence again. You can kind of hear the disappointment in his voice when he says, very well, and turns to the group and says, since we won't be having any more feats tonight, kind of glancing at the crowd, you now have a choice to make. There are 4 different types of combat that are available to you. And you get to choose one of them. He presents these choices to you. And these are the 4 choices. You can either participate in Gladiator games, where you will battle monsters. You can participate in a 1v1 tournament bracket style tournament. Basically, one person goes against one person goes against one person until one person comes out on top. You can participate in a round robin. One person fights the other 3, then the next person would fight the other 3, and then the next person would fight the other 3. Kind of a deal. The last option you have is a battle royale, where all 4 of you get in the arena and just duke it out until there's one last person standing. After explaining all of this to you, he says, please, the game master says, please choose.
I look to everyone else. We have no reason to fight each other. Why not let us fight the monster? It'll be nothing but experience.
I look at Ignis and say, after his flexing, I think we should beat him.
I mean, didn't necessarily find it that offensive as you did. It's pretty funny.
He kind of
But,
pointed at me, so you know.
Look, I get it. This is the first time I've seen Hydralis actually let loose. When was the last time you don't remember him not praying or being serious? Seems like he's having fun. I'd say let's entertain him a little bit more and fight some monsters.
I can agree with that, but let me just throw this last thing at you. Wouldn't it be interesting, especially if we cannot get injured, to fight off against each other to see who is the king of the hill with us? Who is top?
Not that I've been eavesdropping, but that is an option. Keep that in mind. And and the game master steps back.
I don't know. Let's
Stop eavesdropping.
Let's leave it up to a vote. Blaze, what are you thinking?
Hear this for how I say it, but we can't get hurt. It doesn't matter. Or we can't, let me rephrase that. We can't die. It makes no difference to me.
Okay, so we have one neutral, and then one wants to fight the others, and one wants to fight the monsters.
Hold on, I did not say I wanted to. I said that's an intriguing option. I have not yet swayed myself that way, but it'd be interesting to test everybody's mettle in this and see how well we do against each other. That's all I'm saying. However, I am down to fight monsters any day. But think about it. Hydralis, think about it. I know you said we have no reason to fight each other, and you are right. But if we decided to fight each other, we could really test ourselves and see how good we really are. Because I think all of us together can beat monsters easily. I don't care who they are. We have proven together we are a great team. Well, maybe not. Luckily, Ayla's not here because she would shock us all. But think about that. That's all I'm saying is think about it.
If by monsters you mean sentient boxes, then sure.
Well,
Hydralis strokes his chin and thinks, suppose we were to fight each other. I trust none of you would hold back.
Against you especially, no, because you're too strong.
What's the point if we held back?
I mean, we can't get hurt, so why hold back? I mean, we can get hurt, but
I'm
an
interesting proposition.
It is.
I would lie if I said I wasn't considering it. But also, monsters. What have we fought so far? Boxes? This is an opportunity to get some new info on some enemies that we'll probably run into later on.
These are,
if I may, the game master says, kind of poking his head back into your group. If I may, you can do more than one game in the night. It's not just limited to one game. If you want to play more games, that is perfectly available option as well. If you guys want to fight monsters first and then fight each other, if there's time, that's fine. If you guys want to fight each other first and then fight monsters, that works too. But you can play more than one game.
The fact
would
is,
our stats be reset after each round, or would they carry over?
We'll once we get into the rules of the type of combat, yeah, we'll get into that.
Huh.
All right, so what say you guys? Look, I'm not here to please the crowd, but I'm here to try to get out of this and quickly so we can get back to our realm and continue with what we are supposed to be doing. So until then, I am playing along, and I will do whatever you guys choose. So overall, I am not going to say let's do this or that. I'm going to give it to you guys to choose. I just wanted to throw that out there to see what you guys thought. Because I am one to back down.
We have two neutrals, Hydralis. I guess it's down to us. How do you want to do this? We should vote now.
I suppose we could fight each other first and then the monster. We both get experience and we can test our mettle against each other.
Very well. Let's do that then.
Blaze just nods.
Well, got our option.
What's next?
Splendid. Now, there are 3 different types of player combat. There's a 1v1 tournament or bracket tournament. There's the 1v1 round robin, or there's a battle royale.
I just heard.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried. I didn't think that was going to carry. Right, I didn't think that was going to carry across my mic. and this is not the game master. This is the DM saying this, is that the battle royale will go faster because you're fighting each other, as
Mhm.
opposed to the types of tournament, as opposed to doing the tournaments.
But if it's a bracket, then it's literally like semifinals, finals, and that's pretty much it, right?
Right, pretty much, yeah.
So it's gonna go fast either way. I think I'd rather do 1v1 than I would like completely, because if somebody gangs up on me, I'm gonna get mad. I'm just saying. So I would choose 1v1 if we're gonna do this route, guys. I would rather go against you 1-on-1.
Hydralis.
Fair enough. I agree.
All right, let's do. Blaze doesn't really have an opinion either way, so 1v1s it is, I suppose.
I'm in. He says.
So how are we doing this?
Of course,
We roll.
I'm the one here at the disadvantage. So.
So do we roll for like who goes
We haven't decided
against
who
each other?
goes,
Yes, that would probably be the easiest. So let's do. Hopefully we come up with 2 odds and 2 evens. So just roll a d20 and let me know if it's odd or even.
Odd. I roll a 15.
That's a 17, so that's all.
Odd.
I also got 17.
What number? Okay, so wait. Okay, Ignis got a 17. Hydraulics got a 17. What did you get, Phoenix?
15.
A 15. So then let's do it this way then. Ignis and Hydraulics are going to go against each other, and Blaze and Phoenix are going to go against each other.
Oh boy.
That's all right. So who goes first?
Well, let me explain the rules and how we're going to do this, and we'll go from there. Okay. So for the bracketed tournament, obviously it's going to be whoever. Okay, let me back up a minute. So for each match, the combat will be in 3 rounds. So when the battle will be until one of the players' HP is less than or equal to 0. And whoever is the best of 3 rounds will win that match. The second match will then be fought. Whoever wins out of that, the 2 winners will go against each other. Does that make sense?
Do our stats reset for the second one?
Yes. After each round, your stats will completely reset. Okay. Because, and I know that sounds like, oh, well, what's the point in that, and kind of thing. That basically helps to randomize how the combat will go.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you both start out semi-equally, it then comes down to dice rolls who's going to win, as opposed to, say, Blaze being beaten down to 6 life points after the first round, and then coming in and him getting killed in the second round immediately,
Right.
Kind of a thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So after each round, your stats will completely reset. So you may want to grab a pencil because you're going to be making a lot of marks on your sheets today. What this means is that excuse me. After each round, it's only going to be health and abilities. And when I mean abilities, these are going to be things like sharpshooter. These are not going to be spells that are going to reset. After each match, so after 3 rounds, everything resets. Spell slots, abilities, health, feats, etc., etc., etc. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. The way that we determine how this is going to go is we're going to roll initiative. Okay, so each pair will roll initiative. Whoever gets the higher initiative is going to go first. You will get 1 round at the beginning. This is your action and your bonus action only. There are no attacks allowed. This allows you to get anything prepared that you need. So, for example, if like wizards could activate mage armor, I don't know, like what paladins and stuff have that could be activated or whatever. But you can get, if we had a barbarian, they could rage and get that going. There is no targeted spell attacks. So in the first round, Blaze can't just kind of giggle and shoot a fireball at Phoenix right away. Okay. Once that is done and everybody is ready to go, the battle will begin.
Okay. So real quick, you said we could do our an action, not action, but no attack.
Go ahead.
So action and your off action or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for the first round.
Correct. You get a free round for action and bonus action only, and that's
Okay.
just for prepping, prepping spells and stuff like that. Once that round is done, then combat begins, and whoever had the higher initiative goes first and begins combat.
So how do you choose who goes first in the out of Hydralis and Ignis and myself and Blaze? Do we do roll for a combined initiative to see?
No. This is 1-on-1. So in the first match, we'll determine. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. You're trying to determine who's going to do first match and who's going to do second match.
Right.
Sorry, I understand now what you're asking. We can do a combined initiative roll. We can just, if say you and I want to volunteer
Roll.
to go first, we can do it that way too. It's however you guys want to do it.
Let's do the roll because I wouldn't mind doing that. That's more. That's a
roll?
little bit more fair. So if you guys
Okay.
want to, let's do our roll real quick.
No, roll
I got a 12.
7.
Looks like we're gonna go first, probably.
More than likely, yes. Hydralis.
I got a 2.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
So Blaze and Phoenix will go first with a 34, and then Ignis and Hydralis will go second with a 9.
They didn't even break double digits. Wow!
I hit a 20, so I had a 22.
Jeez!
So that's why we hit a 34 with your 12.
I still have not hit a nat 20 at all since we've been playing.
Okay, so the first match will be you and me.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
And then once all 3 rounds are completed, the next match will start.
Okay.
And then those two will fight in three rounds. Okay.
So-
good? Any questions?
It's basically going to be 4 rounds, right? The first round doesn't really count. It's just casting spells or whatever. And then we break into the 3.
When I say round, in that sense, I'm not talking about combat turn. I'm talking about, the match is 3 rounds, just like in, say, a boxing match.
Oh. Okay.
Think of it that way. Okay.
So how long are the rounds?
However long combat takes.
Okay. All right. So I look up at the board just to look at Blaze's hit points because they're up there. What is it?
Yeah. Yeah, we should probably share that. I don't need to track it. You guys need to track it. Blaze's is 20. 27.
Okay, same as mine.
Okay.
All right. That's what I wanted to know because I kind of had to look at that. All
Yeah.
right. So that being said, let's get this going, guys. Move out these peasants so we can get started, Blaze.
So I'll move the 2 of you guys down here, and I'm gonna bring you down to here.
All right, sounds good. So
Okay.
we're gonna roll to see who goes first now.
Yep. Roll initiative. See who goes first.
13.
12. So you go first.
Dang it. All right. Well, I have really nothing to do on my first turn because I don't have any magic to cast or anything, so I'm just gonna do nothing.
Okay.
Because there's not really anything I can do.
Right. I have really nothing either to prep. So
Okay.
okay.
All
So
right.
go ahead.
So here we
Your first
go.
attack.
Here comes the first attack. Dang it! I rolled an 8. That's all together.
That's all together.
That's all together.
Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna be. That's not gonna.
Hold on. Bella, get in here now. Mason, get in here now. Get over here and lay down.
Oh no!
All right,
Oh no!
go ahead.
Blaze, he's calling his attack hounds.
Pick 'em. No. Okay, so that was it.
That was it. I mean, well, actually, I could do my offhand, right?
Yeah, as long as you're dual wielding.
All right. I was using my short sword, so I've got my dagger in the other hand. So I got to do
Yeah, go ahead.
another roll. Oh, that's a lot better. 22.
22 to hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll hit.
and I got to do a D4 for this one.
Mhm.
That's 6 altogether.
That's a 6 damage. Okay, that's not bad.
It's not bad for my offhand, thank goodness.
No, it's not. Well, yeah. I mean, seriously, that's actually not bad at all.
Yeah. Gosh.
All right. There it goes. Okay, so my turn. So I'm going to use Firebolt against you. And that is going to be... Wrong mouse. That will be a 23 to hit.
My armor class is 13, so
So that would be a yes.
yes, that's definitely a yes. Be gentle.
Be gentle. Yeah.
Unlikely.
This is my first time.
Be gentle. Okay, I didn't think I hit anything on this one, and that's 2 damage.
Okay, not bad. So I'm down
And
to
then your turn.
25. All right, here I go. I'm rolling for 21.
That'll hit.
Yep. All right, D6. Here we go. 5 plus 3, 8.
8, not bad. Okay. Your turn. Or do you want to do your bonus action attack, or?
Yeah, I'm going to. That puts you down 13. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to roll for my bonus. And that's a 15.
To hit.
All right.
Wait, 2 is that 2 hit?
That was 2 hit. Yeah. So I rolled a 10 plus my
Okay.
5.
Okay, no, that's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna Blaze is gonna cast shield,
Okay. Ooh.
so you won't hit.
So I'm not going to hit at all.
Nope.
All right. Well, then I'm going to roll just for the fun of it. I only rolled a 1 anyway, so that had only been 4. All right. So I'm
Great.
good.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll my 2 hit, and that is definitely gonna hit at a 20 something. And we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll kind of hold on to that. We're gonna do 6 fire damage.
6.
Yep.
19 on that. All right. Back to me. You're done, right?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Ooh, it's a 17 plus 5, 22 again. Hold on.
Shield.
Really?
So that does not. Yep. So it does not hit.
Give me 1 second. I gotta talk to my chat for a second because I don't think Ocean is in here. Hey, Dialet. If I said that correctly, I don't usually talk to my chat when I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, but we're actually in a tournament setting to where we're facing off against each other right now because of some a-hole game master that wants us in there for his own personal pleasures. So we're having to fight each other. And yeah, so right now we're in a combat situation where it's basically a semifinals to finals. So yeah, so it's nice to meet you, but I got to get back to the tournament. I hope you stick around. Anyways, I'd like to get to know more about you. Oh, I thought it was just replay of the 2014 campaign. So we are, but our dungeon master is out today, so we're just doing a one-off until next week. And we went to an ad. Anyways, yeah, perfect time to go an ad. All right, so let's see. It's so you cast
you can
shield
roll for your offhand. Yeah, I cast shield, so you can roll for your offhand.
Dang it, you and your stupid shield.
I know.
And that's an 18.
That will not hit.
Really? An 18 won't hit you?
Because shield gives me a +5 to my AC till the start of my next turn.
So
you would have had to have rolled 20 or higher.
I'm actually rolling really well. And okay. Well, I concede on that. We'll go on to the next.
Okay, my turn. That's a nat 1.
Oh, roll the 4. Come on, let's see what happens.
I don't do the D4 roll.
Oh, bull.
Sorry. No, but my nat 1s are always funny. So Blaze winds up to send a firebolt, and he suddenly hears this shout in the crowd behind him that kind of startles him, which is surprising. And he kind of turns his head, and as he does, the firebolt leaves his hand and actually goes right in between where Ignis and Hydralis are standing and slams into the structure behind him.
Okay.
Hey!
Come on, watch it.
Sorry.
All right. we're out of ad right now, Dialet. So I'm gonna finish what I was saying. Our DM is out, so we're doing a one-shot campaign until he comes back next week. So we're just kind of we're just having fun. We didn't want to cancel D&D, and we've got this thing to where if the DM can't make it, we've got a fill-in DM, which is one of our actual players who goes as Blaze, but the DM is Raven. Raven knows. But so until then, yeah, we're just doing this, and I wanted to make sure to answer your question before I got back in, and I'm sorry about the ad. All right. Anyways, it's my turn, right?
It is your turn.
I look at Blaze and go, nice shot.
Yeah, not everybody's perfect.
All right. I rolled a 17 altogether.
17. You know what? I'll go ahead and let that hit.
All right. Here we go. Time to roll. Ooh, I rolled a 6. Plus 3, that's 9.
9? Okay, that's not bad.
Down to 4 points.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going with my
Blaze
offhand.
is hurting. Blaze is hurting, yep.
Here comes my offhand. I can end this right now. 10.
10?
Yeah.
He'll cast his last shield.
Okay.
So you don't hit. So you don't end it this round, but you'll probably end it next round.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. And that is not going to hit at a 13. I can tell you that.
Can I do stealthy and try to see if I can sneak around you and snap your neck? I was trying to be all,
You were trying, but no, I'm too focused on you in combat. So no, you can't.
Okay,
You're not going to be
okay.
able to get away with a stealth check.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, fair enough. Here we go. I'm rolling. Ooh. Oh, and that is a 19 roll. I almost rolled a nat 20, so that would
You almost
be
rolled in that.
that'd be
That
24.
would be- Okay, that'll hit.
All right, here we go.
Well, as long as you roll over a 4, you win.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get plus 3 damage, so all I got to do is roll a 1.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much done. I rolled a 6
yeah,
anyways.
I was gonna say anything over a 1 is gonna win. Okay.
So I got that 6.
So with that, the crowd starts to just cheer because the first combat happened.
I look at the crowd smugly. I don't react to them, and I walk away.
Oh no.
All right. Well, Blaze and Phoenix will come over here and lick their wounds, and then the other two will be moved into position.
This is an offset match right here. Good thing you got your shield.
I have one question.
Uh-huh.
When Blaze got at 0 HP, did he technically quote unquote die, as in like Phoenix like did a finisher on him?
No. In
Okay,
regular combat, actually, Blaze would be unconscious. At this point, I would have to start rolling death savings rolls, and if I failed 3 death savings rolls, or excuse me, death saves, I would die.
Is it like a Pokemon battle?
I thought that like you would quote unquote die, and then magic would like fully restore you or whatever. Okay, never mind. I had a plan, but it's fine.
Well, yeah, no. In this case, my life points would have hit 0, and since it's the end of that round or that match, everything would be reset. Everything gets reset back up to full automatically because of the game master's spell.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll initiative. See who goes first, guys.
All right.
Stop.
Something tells me you're gonna go first.
That with my initiative, that would be 18. So
Yeah.
what'd you roll?
With my initiative, 7.
Oh.
Oh, bummer. So Ignis goes
Yeah.
first. So you guys have 1 round to prepare anything if you have anything you need to prepare.
I don't suppose we could talk about this, can we?
Or you have it. Oh,
I look over at Ignis and I say, "Hey, you better get your affairs in order."
I smug and crack my knuckles.
Okay.
Blaze raises his hand and points at Ignis and goes, "If I remember correctly, you were for this."
So All right, talking to the DM right now. Can I do Hunter's Mark right now?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
'Cause
Well,
it's not a damaging spell. It just marks the target, right?
yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you could do that. You could do Hunter's Mark.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and since it is marked as a bonus action, I will use my action to double my speed or my movement and move all the way right here.
Nice. Okay.
And then,
So you want-
given that it is 90 feet, and this arena basically is, that's why I marked it before I
That's all-
cast. I cast I cast Hunter's Mark on Hydralis.
Okay. So
I love it.
we should have. Oop.
I don't know if that's like you apply like a symbol to him or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm just trying to find something that's gonna.
Set his constant.
We're gonna go ahead and give him this one. Okay.
Wear your heart on your sleeve.
Right. Okay. Are you done?
Checking really quickly.
That was your. I'm gonna say that's your action,
And-
bonus action.
Yep, that's all for me.
Okay, Hydralis, you get one round.
Okay.
Chase after the coward.
Protection.
He's after the coward.
Okay. With protection, it says that I can only do it to a creature within 5 feet of me. I assume it has to be a different creature and not myself.
Yeah, if it said self,
Okay,
you could
that's
do it
what I
on
thought.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will follow in Ignis's footsteps and double my movement and go as far as I can to close the distance.
Which is what?
You're gonna corner him.
Hold on.
Yeah, what's your movement speed? Is it like, I know it's higher than mine, and mine is like 30.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Where is my movement speed?
It'll be on your front page on your stats and page, and it'll be
Right
where
next to
your armor class and
Okay.
armor
okay,
class
yeah.
initiative, and then speed.
So,
Yep.
okay, yep, okay. So it's 30, and then yeah, obviously double it.
30. So okay,
So it's the same.
60. So you don't need that. You want to come like right here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're not gonna need that.
How do you do the arrow to move?
There is on your toolbar on the left hand side. There is what looks like a ruler. It says measure when you
Oh,
hover
that's
over
right.
it.
Yeah.
And when you do
then-
that, you can measure your distance. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Funny
okay.
meeting you here.
Worth a shot.
All right. Ignis, go first. Roll your attack.
Okay. Wait, like, roll my attack. So wait, am I attacking him right now?
Yes.
It's time.
Okay, well, I didn't say what exactly I was going to attack him with. I was
Well,
going...
okay. Well, then let me rephrase that. Ignis, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay. So you see those spikes right next to
Yes.
I would can I like try and shove them into it?
You can. Give me either an athletic. Let's see, that'd be a grapple attack. So it'd be. Give me either an athletics or a strength check.
Athletics or strength. Well,
Mhm.
since I have more in my strength than
Or do you want to? You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. We'll do a. You said you have more in your strength.
No. That's my saving throw. That's not my actual strength.
Okay. What's your strength modifier?
None. It's 0. My strength right now is at an 11, so I don't get a bonus. I don't have a bonus
Okay.
point in that.
You're okay. Hydralis, do you have a modifier on your strength?
I do. My strength is 18, and then the larger number on top is
Jeez.
4.
Okay. So, yeah,
Good
that
luck.
wouldn't- Yeah, no, that's not gonna. That's not gonna happen.
Would I
Let's
say
do-
like I donkey kick him though?
Let's do. Oh shoot. It has
Can
to
I
be.
grab his
Okay.
leg?
He throws you
I'm
onto the
trying-
spikes.
I'm trying to outmaneuver you here.
Let's do it this way. We're gonna roll off, even though I have a feeling that Ignis is gonna lose. We're gonna roll off on an athletics check. So both of you give me an athletics check.
I'm excited. I'm excited about this.
Ooh.
Nat 1.
I got a nice roll 20.
Oh!
Oh.
What did you get,
I-
Andros?
It's not nat 20, so I don't think it matters. I got 18.
It doesn't, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't, but it would also I also could affect how I do this. So Ignis, you reach out, you grab him by the front of his tunic, and you shake him a couple of times, and then with all of your might, you rear back and just shove him as hard as you can into the spikes.
Oh. Jeez. Sorry, man. Wait, so since I have Hunter's Mark on him, doesn't that also mean I have to? Well, actually, no. That's with the weapon. Or wait, you said I shanked him?
Huh?
You said I shanked him. Was that with the spikes or my weapon?
That's with the weapon. You shook him. Like you grabbed the front of his tunic and shook him back and forth.
Oh, okay.
I
thought you said shank.
Oh no. Yeah, you shivved him right in the gut. No. You shook him back and forth like you were getting ready. You were doing like a wind up, like you do sometimes with like a car to get it to roll forward. That's kind of what you did.
Okay,
you just shoved him right into the spikes. Okay.
Is he pinned there? Can he pry himself off?
Yeah. He gets stabbed in the back, and one kind of gets stuck there in his back. So go ahead and roll, because of the strength of how hard you pushed him into that. Give me a roll for damage with a D10.
A D10. Ooh.
It's just going to be, and we're just going to do it just a straight D10 roll.
Ah, my fin!
You took him by so much surprise and pushed him so hard on that nat 20. We're just going to do a straight roll of D10.
That is a straight 10.
There you go, Hydralis. You have 10. You've lost 10 points.
Oof.
See, and you guys thought I would win super easy.
Oh, you were certainly looking forward to snapping my bones, though.
He still
I'm
could.
just playing the game. All right. Well, after I was so
Well, hold on.
rudely-
That was only his action. Do you want
Right,
do you have
okay,
anything for your
my bad.
bonus action? Yeah, you're okay. You're okay.
I don't know what else I could really do with my bonus action.
Don't
since
you
I
have an
my
offhand?
sword anymore.
Oh,
No, I have my shield as my offhand. I don't have that bonus action anymore.
bonk him on the head with it.
I gave him one. I gave him one. I'm not going to give him another one.
If I try and use my movement speed, will he get an attack of opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because
then there's no point.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
stand
leaving
my
this
ground then.
area.
I'll stand my
Yeah, you're-
ground. Nothing else to
Okay.
do. That's my turn.
Okay. So Hydralis, go.
All right. After prying myself out of the spikes, I want to try and grab Ignis and restrain him.
Give me another athletics check.
You guys are so extra, I swear.
It's funny.
I only wanted to do that. This guy wants to take it to a whole new level. He probably wants to cuddle or something.
Give me another strength. Give me another,
Mini
do another-
spooners.
the same,
Athletic?
the same,
Alright.
Yeah, both of you give me an athletics check. We'll do it. Rolls these off again.
I swear
That's
you
a
all
12.
so extra.
All right. I got just the roll is 17, and then
Yeah, I got a
everything.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
got me.
got a 12. Okay, so you've got him. You've
Okay.
got him grappled. Now what do you want to do with him?
All right. I would now like to use my poison breath
Ooh.
directly in his face.
Oh!
Roll
Oh!
your attack. Roll your attack.
Okay, so it says 2d6 half on con save.
So
Is
you
what I
roll
just
2d, roll 2d6, and then Ignis, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So roll a d20 and add your Constitution modifier.
Constitution modifier. That would be a 17 on my Constitution.
Okay, and what's the save on your breath? It should have a DC or something like that on there.
8 plus proficiency bonus plus Constitution mod.
Which is give me
That's
the maths.
The math.
I
For
don't
me or him?
know.
For you. I need to know what your DC is for your save.
hold on.
Quick maths.
Is that so is the DC somewhere else then?
The DC is going to be for your poison breath.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right.
think-
Yeah, I think it's in it's in the guidebook, and he doesn't
Really?
have that pulled up.
Really? Okay, hold on. I think he sent me. So
Where
your
is it?
breath
in
weapon
your-
is 2d6, 15-foot comb. So
Quick
you don't
maths.
have on your.
I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't see anything.
Okay. Let me look that up real quick. Because that one I don't know off the top of my head.
Sorry.
Oh,
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Trying
I've
to be
never played a
cool.
Dragonborn.
I'm being pinned here. It's getting really uncomfortable.
Just enjoy the loves. So Dragonborn is okay, breath weapon. The DC of this is an 8 plus your con modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So 8 plus your con mod.
Okay.
I was gonna
Where
do it
is
again, but I'm not.
Where's my con modifier?
It'll be under Constitution on your stats.
Saving
column.
throws.
So yours
okay,
is
that's
no, that's saving throws. So your
Oh,
your
yeah.
Constitution
Saving
is 2. So you got 10 plus your proficiency, which is 2. So you've got a 12. So he rolled a 17, which means he succeeded. So he will take half damage.
Oh.
Okay. So
How
I can
much
roll for the
damage is it?
damage now then?
Yeah.
Roll your
Okay.
roll your 2d6.
My eyes are cross-eyed. After all that.
Okay. Altogether that's 10, so he takes 5.
He takes 5. So you take 5 damage.
Oh.
How do you like me
I
now?
I assume that was my action then, right? That wasn't a bonus action?
That was your action, yes.
Okay.
Well, we'll call the grapple your bonus action.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. So, Ignis, it's your turn.
Am I still grappled?
You are probably still grappled, yes.
Yeah.
So let's do another strength check to see if you break free.
Oh.
And this, yep.
That is a 15.
And and what did you roll, Hydralis, for a strength check?
And that's with my thing, right?
With your strength
Yes.
modifier, yeah.
Okay. 16.
He's still restrained. You're still restrained,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So there's really not a whole lot you can do because you're restrained.
I still have a good grip on my weapon, though, right?
Yes, you haven't dropped that.
All right. Well, with absolute terrified fervor, because I just had his dinner lurched in my face mixed with poison, I viciously just start stabbing at his midsection with my short sword.
Right. Yeah, you can't really do much because your arms are so restrained. All you can kind of do is just kind of gently poking, like you're poking one with a toothpick. But it's a good attempt.
So that
Okay.
does nothing then?
That does nothing. So back to
All right.
Hydralis.
You literally woke the
All
beast,
right.
dude.
All right. I want to try and pick him up and slam him on the ground.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ. Okay. Give me
I could have said on the spikes. I could have said that.
That's fair. You could have. Give me an athletics check.
Their round's gonna take the whole time. You know this.
We'll say the DC on that is probably going to be. We'll say the DC on that is a 16.
I got bad news for you.
What'd you
It's
get?
an 18.
So you pick him up, you slam him to the ground. So do you have an unarmed? You don't have like an unarmed strike or an unarmed attack, do you, Hydralis?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Are you talking
so.
like my weapon proficiencies? Because all I've got is simple and martial.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead. We'll do a because he was struggling because he got real close to that
Mhm,
check on
mhm.
trying to break your grapple. We'll say you get to roll a D8 for damage.
D8. All right.
Mhm.
That is 6.
So there you go, 6 damage.
When he slammed it into the ground, did that loosen him?
Yeah,
He
it
released, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hydraulics released him. Yep. But the downside is that now, Ignis, you're prone,
Oh,
which means you have to spend an action to stand back up.
okay. So I'm up then.
Yep.
All right. I spit the blood out of my mouth.
You can't attack while prone.
I can.
You can, but you're still going to be prone, which is going to give him an advantage. On his
Nah,
next
I'd rather
attacks.
I'd rather just get up.
Okay, that's I was letting you know.
Just peel myself off the ground.
Okay, so that's your
The best
action.
you got.
That's it, best you- Oh god,
Oh, I've got
trash
plenty
talking.
more where that came from.
Bring
All
it.
right.
That's my turn.
You have anything for bonus?
Nope, I can't do anything right now. And
He's got his
also,
shield.
I think, given how he rattled me, we completely forgot to mention that should have shook my my concentration for my hunter's mark, right?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll and see if it did.
All right.
That was a good call. I forgot that Hunter's Mark is a concentration.
What was the concentration throw again? Let me see. No. Till the spell ends. Okay, what is the? It's my Constitution, right? That's the save.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's your con for your concentration.
Okay. Dang. So that's like 2 + 14.
So that's a 16 on your roll. So you're.
I don't know. I'm still new to this spell stuff, so
Yeah. No, it is. It
And the
does add a whole lot
Constitution and
to
all
it.
that. It's a whole nother
Let's see.
layer. So that would my Constitution would be 16.
Onions have layers.
So what would that mean? What would that mean?
Oh, this
for my-
doesn't. Hold on. Keep that roll. Some of the stuff I don't know off the top of my head anymore.
Constitution.
Okay, yeah, no questions on concentration are resolved via the aforementioned Constitution saving throw. Becoming incapacitated. So you are incapacitated. Okay, so it doesn't really say it's a constitution check ultimately is what it is, but since there's nothing against it in the spell because they've changed how that works in the rule set, we're going to say that it just threw you to the ground and it doesn't fall within the
Breaking my concentration.
conditions. Yeah, the conditions of what it would do, of what would immediately break it. So we're going to go ahead and say you still have it.
Okay.
Ignis,
then, yeah,
what's your health
that's
at?
25.
Wow, you still got 25? Wow.
Yeah. I would have been a lot lower if that freaking poison breath went through.
Yeah, Hydralis, what's yours?
26.
Wow. It's gonna take forever.
Spikes did a number on me.
All right.
Took it a
So,
little personally.
Hydraulis, it's your turn.
All right. I'm just gonna roll to hit him with my axe.
That's fine.
Okay, never mind. That's not hitting. That's a 2.
Okay.
Finally, regular combat.
Anything for a bonus action?
Is lay on hands a bonus action? I'd assume not.
No, it'll say in the spell. And I believe
Okay.
that is an action. Let me look.
Yeah, it is. Okay, my bad.
Okay. Yep. Nope. It's all good. It's a good question. So there you go.
Freaking
All right.
Phoenix. You know,
Phoenix?
you could moon the crowd if you want. Entertain yourself a bit.
I
Oh,
kind of look
alright.
at Phoenix and go, "This is going to take forever."
Yeah.
After I dodge his swing, I ready myself and swing at him with my short sword.
Go for it.
That is, let's see, what was it again? That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll your
So,
damage.
My 1d6. That is a 5. Well, actually, that's
Oh.
with my weapon damage, so that would be 8.
Okay.
8 damage. And also with my hunter's mark, does that mean I have to roll again? It says
Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 to the target when you hit with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any women. So you actually get. So what is your weapon attack? Was what? It was what, 1d6.
Yeah, it was 1d6, and I got 8 on my total attack right now. So does that mean I have to
roll
again
another
and add more
d6?
onto it?
Yep.
Alright. And not much. It's a 9. So
So there you go. So it's 17 total.
Not much.
oh wait, no, I didn't mean 9 in terms of like damage. I meant like
Oh, 9
adding-
total.
yeah, adding on to that, like my second roll, I got a 1, so that's like 9 damage. With
Okay. Okay.
it was
There you
8,
go.
so yeah, I do 9 damage to.
I was sitting there
Hydraulis.
thinking, like, it's not much, just 17, you know?
It's not much, just like
Not much. Nah.
slicing his artery.
Right. It's just a
Alright.
flesh wound. All right, Hydraulis.
All right. Well, number 1, ow. Number 2, I try and hit him with my axe again.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Swing and a miss. Oh,
Wait, no,
boy.
no, I
Swing.
read it wrong.
Oh,
I was
okay.
upside down, and the sun.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
that's
a 4.
7. What?
How do you read that wrong?
It's a 1. I thought
Okay,
it was
okay, okay.
7.
Okay.
It's a
okay,
4, it's
no,
a
no,
chair. No.
Yeah. So I'm playing next to my window, and the sun came in at an angle and like made it so it like the diagonal part of the 4 was like shining with my dice a little bit too much. So I thought it was a 1, but no, it's a 4.
Well, you missed,
That's a
but you didn't
shallow-
miss as much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, Ignis.
it's my turn again. All right, I take another swing at him with my sword. Oh, that is a natural 20.
You are so freaking lucky, dude.
Oh man,
That's
And
double
you guys
damage.
thought I would win.
So that's a crit. So
Okay.
I know that
it's double my damage and the hunter's mark on top of it.
yep. So roll
Okay,
so you
let
roll
me
two
roll.
roll 2d6, roll 2d6, and then add the modifier for your
Hi,
attack.
Hydraulis, what you down to now?
17. So
Okay.
this might kill me.
This could kill you.
Okay, so actually, I rolled 3 3s in a row. Okay.
3. Okay. Wait, no.
No, wait,
roll
no.
2d roll
No, wait,
2d6.
okay, I rolled 1 3, and then I added the double damage from the net 20 on that, so that's 6 for the first.
Six.
And then I rolled 3 on my other roll for my hunter's mark.
So that's
9 again.
Yep.
that's not.
But did
Okay,
you
so
add, did you add your damage type to it though?
No, I didn't.
So you need to
I
add
added
that
the
and double
first
it too,
time.
right?
Well, it's
No,
the
I
dice roll
no, that-
plus the whatever on the sword. So it's okay.
So the
Your
first
sword-
roll would be 6, and then the second would be then the extra damage would be 6, so that's 12. And then I rolled a 3 on my thing, so
That's 15.
that's
Okay.
15.
He's still
There you go.
alive. Ooh, staying alive.
Lives.
Staying alive.
Jeez,
Just
really
barely,
gonna have to
but
get
yeah.
used to
You
this.
did 15 altogether, so
Yeah.
I'm at 2.
You had two.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
So the crowd cheers at that. Okay.
You getting lucky with all those D20s. That's a bunch of crap.
Dude, I really am.
Hey, it comes out now when it needs to be clutch. All right, Hydralis, your go.
Yep. Okay, I have altogether,
No chance.
24.
Jeez, man. Yeah, that hits.
All right, where's my D8?
I'm rooting for you now, Hydralis. Come on.
Altogether, I do 10 damage.
Ooh, nice.
10 damage.
Okay.
That leaves
Yep.
me at like 15. No, not 14.
Okay.
15. There we go. All right.
All right, here we go.
Ignis.
Okay. I steal myself yet again. Take another swing. Oh, is that? Oh, that was. Okay, hold on. Let me roll again. That one was really messed up. That just.
How did
It like
you?
wedged it. So it
What?
wedged between my keyboard, so it didn't even give a good number.
Yeah.
What?
So, like, yeah, it
Jeez.
like bounced up and like wedged between like the letters, and it like gave like it pointed one of the like sharp sides at me.
This
so,
is why I have my keyboard moved out of the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind for next time. Yeah, that wouldn't hit anyways. That's a 15.
Because
That's
your
my
armor
turn.
class is higher, right?
Hydralis.
Yeah, Hydralis' armor class is 18. I can hit that.
I would like to do lay on hands and heal all 10 HP.
Okay, go for it.
Smart move. Back
Big brain.
up to 12.
Okay, that's your action. Do you have a bonus action?
Yep. I don't think so, no.
Okay, Ignis.
All right, attack again. That is. That's a net one.
You swing so hard, you spin right past.
Ah!
The tip of your sword just like barely grazes his cheek, and as you swing around, you where are you standing at again?
You fall onto the spikes. No.
Your sword comes through and slams against the spikes and gets stuck.
Oh no.
I raise my battle axe.
Finish him.
Wait, hold on. Do I get advantage? Do I get advantage because he's stuck?
No, he's not stuck, just his sword is stuck. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, well, wouldn't matter anyway. That altogether, that's only 12.
Okay. Ignis?
Okay, so I'd have to spend an action to get that unstuck.
We'll say it's a bonus action. It's not stuck real deep, but it wasn't enough to be able to pull out real quick.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to rip it out and then take another swing at Hydralis then.
Okay.
That is 17 plus 5. That's a 20. No, that 22. 22 to hit.
Nice.
Okay.
No, another
and I
nat
roll
one.
my D6. Okay, and that's 6 damage.
Is that with your?
Oh, right, and my hunter's mark. Right, correct. Hunter's mark.
Oh.
Did you add your
that's
type
6.
on there too?
Yeah,
Type
I
doesn't
added my type on. To it.
Okay.
But with the 6 and then 3 more, that's another 9. Come on, 9
Oh,
damage.
He's down to 3.
Down to 3. Okay. Hydralis?
There's not much I can do aside from just trying to hit him again.
Go for it.
I kind of look at Blaze and say, "This is a lot more exciting than ours."
Yeah.
Bloodfest, man.
Okay, that's a 19.
That hits. That's above my armor class.
Yep. And where is my D8? Oh, cool. Okay.
That's never good.
Altogether I do 6.
6.
Okay.
I'm down to 9 hit points.
I wish we
let's do
did
a
keep
small-
our hit points for the next battle now. Jeez.
Right.
I'd be at 19 still.
All right. Ignis.
Okay. That is. Dang! That's a 17, so that just barely misses under Hydralis. All right, that's my turn.
Okay,
All right.
Hydralis.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it
Oh,
a comeback.
that's 18. That's
Ooh.
without my modifier.
Yep, that's straight up. That straight up hits.
Yep. All right.
This could be it. The kill shot.
Oh yeah, no, you're dead.
Yep.
I rolled an 8 and I get a +4.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that's it.
That was
That's
close. That was
So-
close.
At the end, as Ignis's life points drop to 0, the game master starts applauding, and you hear him from the box that he's sitting in his amplified voice going, "Outstanding! What a magnificent battle! This is the kind of combat that we were looking for."
The game master calls him back with the Pokeball. No.
Right?
I offer a hand to Ignis. Sorry for slamming you on your neck.
Cautiously, but take it. Yeah, not pleasant.
Raven.
And
Break time.
and with I know. And with that, you both go ahead and take an inspiration.
Nice.
So, because of the quality of that battle, and because we're now in between matches, now is a great time to take a break.
That's right. All right, guys. We're going to take 5. We'll be right back right after these messages from the words from our sponsors, which is nobody. Mini Spooners. No.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends, yeah. All right, we'll be right back, guys. And I am going to mute everybody so we don't, have people talk horrible language. Be right back. All right, guys, and we are back. Let's get back to the action. So last time I heard Hydralis only had a few points, and I have 19, right? Is that how that works?
No, that's not how
If
this works,
only.
unfortunately. No, everything resets.
All right.
So
I look at Hydralis and I say, dude, let's not play these games. Let's just actually go at it in combat and don't try to freaking make me slip and fall on a banana peel.
Well, they're arguing over there. Can I look up at the game master and motion him for his attention? Can I get a drink or something? I know we got, regenerated and everything, but I still feel like garbage. So do you mind like flinging me like a drink, something, refreshment?
the game master chuckles and he raises his hand, snaps his fingers, and behind you appears a chaise lounge with an umbrella and a small table next to it with a pitcher of mead and a glass.
You know what? All is forgiven, and I prop myself up and relax.
He'd be better off in a bathtub. All right, so first of all, I look up and I see Hydralis' hit points. What are your hit points?
36.
Jeez. All right. So
It's 27.
I
This is
can't-
interesting.
I give a sly grin and crack my neck.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
let's see.
All right.
What's my initiative? Is it 3?
I
14.
have 17 altogether.
All right.
Hydraulics goes first. So you get one round to prep anything you have, which I don't think you do.
No, I don't.
Phoenix, same thing. I don't think you do either, unless you
I
want to
just-
move. Movement is part of this.
I'm not moving. I'm not a coward.
All right.
Plus,
Hydraulics, go
plus
ahead.
he can catch me.
Well, true.
All
Alright,
right. I want to
Fail at an attack. Okay, go for it.
rush. I want to rush up to Phoenix, and I want to try and sweep his legs.
Oh, shit, here we go again.
Freaking karate kid.
Give me an athletics check against both of you. Roll athletics.
Gosh. All right. Well, considering I don't really have athletics, let's see. I rolled. No, I don't have any athletics. I rolled straight 10.
Oh, that's 19 altogether.
At night. Oh God. Okay. How do you do the sweep? Do you use your tail? Do you just kick his feet out? What do you do?
I use my tail.
Okay, so you run up to him and you spin around and you use your tail to sweep his legs out from underneath him. He goes down in a heap and now he's prone.
And I look up at him and I say, I see how it is. You don't want a fair fight because you can't win in a fair fight, you little cheating.
That's your action. You don't have anything
Yep.
for bonus action? Okay.
Yep.
Phoenix, your turn.
I'm going to have to pick myself up
Okay, so that's your action. What do you want for
and
bonus action?
I'm going to try to attack with my dagger.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. 21.
A hit. There we go.
And, oh, I need to roll D4.
Roll your damage.
D6. Hold on. Gosh! I rolled a 4 on the D4, and so I got 7.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, and you're back, and you're standing back up. So there you go. Hydralis, here you go.
Hey, Sin, how you doing?
All right. Can I?
Do more cheap stuff? Sure.
All right. You know what? Just for that, I want to put my axe behind my back, and I want to back up a little bit and then drop kick Phoenix.
You would.
Okay.
It's not cheap tactics.
It totally is.
A
How did-
drop kick is a cheap tactic.
I should be able to step out of the way.
I mean,
I mean, you could.
it's probably
You could.
yeah.
You could if you fail or if you pass the athletics check. Yeah, do another athletics check.
I'm not going to, because
You could roll a nat 20.
I rolled an 18.
That's a good one.
That's pretty good.
Dallas?
I also have 18
Oh,
altogether.
oh, okay. So here's how we're gonna do this. You go to kick Phoenix, and in this surprising martial move that you've really never seen him do before, he spins out of the way and kind of grabs your leg and pushes it to the side. And so
Not
you don't
bad.
you don't do damage on him, and he stays standing.
More cheat tactics
Okay.
on you. Oh, by the way, real quick, Sin. Usually during D&D, I do not pay attention to my chat. I have a moderator in here, but I don't think I have much of a moderator today. So I am acknowledging you, just so you know. But I'm trying to stay focused on the game itself. So enjoy. All right, I'm up, right?
Yes.
All right. I wait. Did he, when he tried to jump kick? Is he now on the ground?
No.
All right.
He's standing.
I rolled a
If you have to-
15.
he's not hovering in the air, if that's what you're asking.
15's not going to hit him.
Nope.
No, I didn't think so.
That's all right.
All right, fine.
Hold on.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. He's got a bonus
I'm not
action.
done.
Right. I keep forgetting you have the little coward's knife for your bonus actions.
I rolled a 21 on that one.
There you go.
And I rolled a 3 with my 3, and that's 6 more.
There you go. Okay. Look at it this way. You have actually done damage to him, and he has not yet to you.
Right.
I'm just trying to put on a show.
Right.
And that's your problem.
All right, Hydralis.
All right, I just try and hit Phoenix.
There you go.
It does not hit.
Well.
That is a 2.
Yeah, no. Wait, was it a straight 2 roll on the die?
It was a straight 2 roll on the die, and then I've only got the
Okay.
I've only got the +6, so yeah, it'll
Okay.
be 8.
I just want to make sure it wasn't in that one.
Mhm.
Phoenix, go ahead.
All right, rolling. 14. That's a 19 for a hit.
That hits.
All right, here's my first roll. Rolled a 6 plus 3. That's 9.
There you go.
And
So that's
so you're down to 12. No, 14.
No, 14. Yeah. No.
And yeah, it's
23
14.
minus
9.
Yeah,
It's
it is
14.
You're right. Shut up. Math's hard.
It's okay. It's okay. I still love you. All right.
Math's
and
hard.
time to roll my second attack. That's an 18.
Yep, that hits.
And let's roll. I rolled another 4 with 3, and that's 7.
Okay.
Now you're down to 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next.
Hydralis.
Lay on hands, all 10.
Nice. 17. Okay. That's your action. No, you don't have a bonus action. So Phoenix, go ahead.
I'm going. Let's see. I rolled a 15. That's the first one's not a hit. Actually, no, I rolled a 14. Sorry. All right. Next one. That's a 20.
Yep, that hits.
Get my bonus at least. 3 plus 3, and that's 6. So you're down to 11.
All right.
No more lay on hands for you, buddy.
All right.
Yep.
Hydralis.
Yep. That is altogether. That is 21.
Oof.
Okay.
Well, all you had to do was roll a 14 to hit me, I think.
And I do 9 damage.
Oof.
All right.
Puts me down to 18.
18. Okay. Phoenix.
All right, here we go. 18 plus 5, that's 23.
Okay.
Finish him. I won't be able to on this roll, but that's a 2. So I got 5. So now you're down to 6.
So that's a 6. Yep.
All right.
And let me roll my bonus. That's an 18. I rolled
That'll
a
hit.
13 and a 5. All right. Come on. Roll big. Yes, I rolled a 4. That's 7 damage.
There you go.
All right.
How do you want to? So okay, so this is the penultimate battle. How do you want to do this? And when I ask that, I mean, how do you deliver the killing blow? What do you do?
I literally just see him down now that his points are gone, and I turn and walk away because I'm not pleasing the crowd.
Okay, that works. So with that, the game master again. Hey, no, that works. So with that, the game master once again claps his hands and says, "Bravo, bravo! What a fantastic fight!"
I can't believe I won that. I can't believe I won that.
The other two come up and join you guys, and Blaze looks at Phoenix and says, "You know, for someone who was adamantly against that, you did very well."
That's because I didn't care about pleasing the crowd. I just wanted out of this thing.
Well, even against me, you did very, very well.
Thank you. That's high praise coming from you. I appreciate you.
I'd be
Thank
grateful
you.
you didn't get grappled.
Right?
Yeah.
He got knocked down. So
the difference
end,
is,
like,
I look at Ignis and I say the difference is I called him out on his crap in the middle of a match, and that took his pride down, and he decided to attack.
I scoff and look at Phoenix. Says the man who has to use two blades in place of just one.
Says the man that's like 8 feet tall.
So, the game master.
You got something against Dragonborns?
Not at all. Just you.
Of course.
Game master claps his hands. Gentlemen, please. You all are friends. Remember this.
You did this to us.
And
Remember this.
Now, you guys were going back and forth earlier about contemplating whether you fought each other or fought monsters. You guys have fought each other. How would you like to go up against some monsters now?
So, real quick, I want to ask you, what do I get for this little tussle?
Meaning what? At the for
winning.
For winning.
The winning.
What do
right
I get?
Now, you get bragging rights that you defeated your compatriots.
I look at him and say, "You're so full of crap," and I just walk away.
We'll discuss. We'll discuss the riches at the end. So
I'm eating smoked. The smoked whatchamacallit I made. Was
beef.
Corned beef. Yeah, dude, it is so good. By the way, I'm just saying.
I am so jealous.
All right, go ahead.
So the game master goes, "So, gentlemen, monsters."
Whatever will get me out of here sooner.
Monsters is whatever.
I suppose we could be monster hunters for a while.
You would make that reference. Daggone it. Gosh.
Oh, God. All right. So the
That's
game
so
master
funny.
with that. I need to get to the right thing here. The game master snaps his fingers yet again, and you see a bright flash of light. And when your vision clears, you find yourselves have moved in the arena just ever so slightly. Ooh.
I do look at my compadres and say, just because I bested you doesn't mean I'm better than you.
And
Just remember that.
before you appear 4 giant wolf spiders.
Hey, are they human-sized?
The irony.
Please say yes.
They're medium beasts, so yeah, they're about human size.
So about that,
Don't worry, the irony isn't lost on me.
Hydralis has a huge fear of human-sized spiders.
No. Hydralis doesn't.
I can't refer to you as your name, so you're Hydralis.
Okay, so here's how Gladiator combat will work. Okay, we're gonna we'll roll initiative. We'll see how we're going with the way of rounds because I have one specific round that I want to get to before the end. So we'll kind of see how this goes. And I may stop combat in the middle. We'll see.
Okay.
You know what? Because of that, I'm going to do this instead. There we go. We're only going to go against 3. And I'm going to drop this spider out. So we're going to roll initiative. It will be a group initiative. So all 4 of us will roll initiative, and then I'll roll 3 initiative rolls for the wolf spider and add them all together. whichever side has the most will attack first, and then we'll go back and forth with combat. Whoever wins is the winner.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
In other words, if we kill all three of the spiders, our side wins. If the spiders kill all of us, they win.
So, like our battle, is there hit points up on the screen as well?
Yes.
What are their hit points?
Well, no. I'm sorry. These are monsters, so no.
Oh,
You won't see theirs. This is, think of it this way, as in when these spiders die, they'll just disappear. Their bodies will just disappear because they're really just illusions.
Okay.
In the sense of story for the lore. So you won't, but this is going to work just like regular combat.
All right, 10-4. 10-4.
Okay.
So roll for initiative?
Roll for initiative.
I would roll a 19.
I
19 plus 3 is 22.
I got 18 altogether.
Okay. And the fourth one?
My dice went into the ether.
So back on the keyboard?
No, absolutely not. Oh, it's back there. Huh. How about that? Well, no, never mind. That's an 18, not a 20.
An 18? Yeah, I'll tell you, we're going to go first. So,
yeah, that's going to be a hard one to beat anyway. So
18 times 3 is already 54. So, yeah, we're going first. I'm not even going to bother adding the 22 to that. So, okay. Let's go ahead and actual roll individual initiatives now.
I thought you would have just taken our individual.
You know what? I can do that.
Mm-hmm. Which means I go first. And well, what did you roll?
I rolled a 18.
All right, so all three of you rolled an 18. Is that right, Wes?
Yes. I know Hydralysis initiative is 1. Ignis, what is your initiative modifier?
3.
3. You go first, and then me, and then Hydralis.
Big man.
No, Matt.
Reverse.
Back up a minute. Phoenix will go first.
Correct.
Then Ignis, then me, then Hydralis.
All right.
And I need to find the sort. Custom sort. Hang on a second. Sort by column I. Nope. I pre-rolled the initiative, so I have to resort. There we go. So actually, okay, yeah. So here's how this is going to go. And by the way, I just want to point out too, for everybody that's watching the stream, as I was setting up this particular fight, my 9-year-old happened to be in the room with me, and I had him roll the initiatives for all of the monsters, so he got a chance to be part of this.
Big shout out to Raven Jr.
Yeah, pretty much. All right,
Raven Trace.
Let's see. So we actually have a spider that's going to go first.
Oh, lovely.
And he's going to move in on. That's not the right thing. Don't do that silly stuff. Oh, it's the same amount in either direction, huh?
I spread.
Okay. He's going to, yeah, right? He's going to move in on Hydralis first. Okay. And so
he says, "Can I have a hug?"
will be a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. Okay. That's all he gets. So, Phoenix, it's your turn.
All right. I'm just gonna move here.
Okay.
Mainly because I get the attack of opportunity. And my sneak attack, right?
And advantage.
And advantage. Okay. So I get my sneak attack plus my other stuff, which is great.
You get your sneak attack, you get to roll with advantage.
And I get my bonus. So all of it is gonna be great. All right, here we go. Let's see, that's a 19.
That'll hit.
All right. So roll my d6. That is a 2 plus 3 is 5. Hold on. Well, I don't need to roll my actually, I do want to roll again because I get that advantage and I can roll in that 20. Not like I'm going to, but
Yeah.
nope, that was 12. Okay, so so I
Hey,
get
you never
the
know.
that's true. All right, so I get the 2 plus 3 is 5, and now I get to roll my offhand.
So you did 5 damage on that?
I did 5 damage. Let's see if I can hit this. It's a 13.
That will hit.
Okay. You're more giving than zombie. That's a 2 plus 3 is another 5.
So 5 total?
Yeah, so 10 total altogether with both attacks.
Okay. So that spider is pretty bad off, but he's still hanging in there.
All right. So since I am
then we
here,
determined-
let's see.
Okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3. Actually, I can't really do anything. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll just stay there.
Okay. So then we determined Ignis was next. So go ahead.
Shoot from where you are,
Uh,
buddy.
Get to finally get some action with my arrows.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Get one and loose one right on the spider that they're between.
Okay.
That is 17 to hit.
You hitting?
That'll hit, and I'm just gonna tell you, don't even roll damage. That'll kill it.
All right.
He had one health point left. So
Man.
literally anything you rolled would kill him. Okay, so Ignis went. Now it's Blaze's turn. Blaze is going to attack this one right here. And he's going to use Eldritch Blast, which you guys have never seen him use before.
Did he just get it with the boost?
Yes. And it is going to be a 18 to hit, which will hit. So we're going to roll damage. And that is a full 10.
Oh, wow. He's got 1 hit point, guys.
So, yep, that one's down to 1 hit point. And it is now this spider's turn. Oh, gotta actually hold it to ping. It's going to be this spider's turn here. And he is going to. He's got 40 feet. Where is he going to go?
Oh, he's got 40 feet. Never mind. He can go further.
Yeah. Just enough.
Uh-oh.
He's going to go after Ignis. He's going to skitter over and go after Ignis. So that is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Which means that you take. Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Where's it? It is a 19, but that's without my saving throw. So I have.
Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. You beat the BC, or you beat the DC. You're fine. So you will take. You will take. You will take 6 damage up front, and then you will take another 7 poison damage.
Ooh.
You said 7?
7. So you take a total of 13.
I'm down to 23.
Okay. And I don't believe you have a bonus, correct?
It's your attack.
Yeah.
Oh, is it my? Oh, it is my attack. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought I don't know what I was thinking. So it's now going to be this spider's turn here. He's going to move in, and he is going to move up here and go after Blaze.
Can
Go ahead.
am I close enough to cast protection on Blaze?
Protection is 5 feet, within 5 feet.
I believe so.
That's 10 feet, isn't he?
I think that's just out of range.
Yeah, if it's within 5
dang.
feet, it's 10. I'm at 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dang.
Okay, so he
It's a
will
thought that
roll a
counts.
17 to hit, but Blaze will use shield as a reaction. So the attack misses. And so now we're back up to the top. Spider 2 is dead. So Phoenix.
All right. So this one right here, he's about dead, right? No.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I am not going to do anything with that
No,
one.
no. I'm sorry. The one that's in front of Blaze is the one that's about dead.
Okay. So
That
then
one, the one you pinged is at full health.
then I want to move here.
Oh,
Do it again?
or straight across
There
from
you go.
Blaze?
Yeah.
Or you want to go here?
No, I want to go here.
You want to go
Because
here? Okay.
that'll be an easy one to kill, hopefully. This one,
Okay.
I'll have a chance to, get because I'm up on him, so I get the sneak attack still, right?
Yes.
All right. So what's the thing with the sneak attack? Because I didn't think I had too much of a. Is that where I get the roll for what is that? Because I can't
Hang
remember.
on. Let me look it up so that I can make sure that you have the full information here. Suddenly explode distraction. Once per turn, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll, which you do. The advantage must use a finesse or ranged weapon.
Okay, so I can attack 3 times then. I can attack my main attack, my sneak attack, and my dagger.
No. Your main you add your sneak attack to your I believe it's just your main attack.
Okay, so I roll twice with the d6.
Correct. On the on your first attack. Then
That's
on your
right.
Second attack on your bonus action, you don't get the
Right.
attack.
Okay, I remember now. Okay, so
Yep.
I have it written down, but I didn't use it properly the last time, or else I probably would have killed that guy. So
what? And I didn't catch it last time either. So
yeah. All right.
all right.
So here's my first roll. I got a 19 plus my 5, so 24. All right.
24
So
to hit, that'll hit. Yep.
I rolled a 4 plus 3, that's 7. Let me roll again for my sneak attack. And I rolled a 6, which is he's dead.
that straight up kills him. Yeah.
I don't need a dagger.
Nope.
All
right. Ignis, it's your turn.
All right.
I look at Ignis and I say, I got revenge for you.
Appreciate it.
I got you, boy. Got you.
All right. I move 2 paces right here.
Okay.
And I will let loose another arrow.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
That is an 18 to hit.
Ooh, he gonna die.
Anything you roll at this point will kill it. So how do you want to do this?
All right. I look at everybody else. I look at the crowd. There's a whole whirlwind of emotions going on. And I focus back on task. And I steady my breath, let loose the last arrow, piercing the spider all the way through. And it lays flat, dead.
It falls to the ground, curls up dead, and the body disappears.
I bet you didn't do a trick shot. That'd have been great.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You should have banked it off of one of the barriers.
Yeah.
I could have banked it off Hydralis's forehead.
Yeah, there you go.
It's hard
I
enough.
do.
It's thick enough.
Oh,
They-
what'd you
Oh,
do?
wow.
He says.
Look, you slam a guy on his neck one time.
Hey, hold on.
Pretty sure
He,
before that, he also spewed his morning lunch into my face.
but you kicked him into. Come on now, you can't blame that on him. You literally
He ran
pushed him
after
into
me.
spikes.
The game plan was notch arrows at him, but he ran after me, and I saw the spikes right there, so I had to improvise.
All right, so
Right.
we are done with
So,
this battle.
We have Yep, we are done with this battle. The crowd again cheers because now they've seen blood drawn, and now they love it. The game master kind of claps his hands, kind of not impressed, and he says, after the combat between all of you, that was really kind of a letdown. It was impressive nonetheless, but it was kind of a letdown. And so he says, so let's change things up a little bit. And he raises his hand and he snaps his fingers again. And the area goes white. And now suddenly,
The heck is that?
Oh, bollocks.
Is that Dracula? Like,
and now suddenly you find yourself in a new arena, facing a new foe. Before you appears this gentleman.
Gromlick.
This man is known as Gromlick Three Teeth. He is a half ogre. And he kind of looks at you, at the four of you, and kind of turns and looks at all of you and goes, maybe we can have some good battle. We need blood. Gromlick, look forward to this.
Oh,
Look at-
fantastic. Also, speaking to the DM really quick, all our stuff regenerated, right?
Correct.
All
I
right.
look at
That makes
Gromlick
sense.
and I say, I look forward to spilling your blood.
You talk tough for puny human.
You'll see.
The game master kind of grins and he says, Gromlick is one of our strongest gladiators. It's very rare that he loses. So let's see what you can do.
I believe in my
With
crew.
that, let the battle begin.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
All right, come on, that one. I rolled a freaking
That
17.
that's
20.
a 16 for me.
I got 20 altogether.
Hold on.
I wanted a
And
1 and I
16
get a
for-
20.
16 for Ignis. You got a what, Hydraulis? Or, Phoenix?
I rolled with my initiative 20.
20. Hydraulis?
I got a 2.
God!
Wait, your initiative's
rolled
1, right?
rolled
So
a
you rolled a
2.
nat 1.
No. I rolled a 2. But
Oh.
I don't, like, my initiative includes 3. I forget I have initiative, man. It's
Okay, so 3. Dear God.
I'm still
Holy.
blind from getting teleported.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Okay, sort by column. You.
What's that
This
guy's
one's pretty
story that's
straightforward.
dead? I want to know his story.
He
Probably.
lost. Very simply, he lost to Gromlick.
Coward.
Oh,
Understandable.
All right, with that, Phoenix, you're up first. What do you want to do?
All right. I can hit him from here with an arrow, right?
you can. What's
All right.
your
He's
what's
sitting.
your arrows?
So where he is at is it is kind of like it's raised up a little bit. It's a bridge that he's standing on, but it's really most of the stones are flat to the ground, so you don't have to worry about cover or anything like that.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to hit him with an arrow.
Okay, roll your attack.
Let's see. That's 16, 21.
21 to hit. That'll hit.
All right. Here comes my. And I rolled a 5. That's 8.
8 total. Okay.
And I
Oops, forgot to
just
change my page.
stay there. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna move back a couple. Oops. Like right here.
Oh, something tells me he's got the movement speed to
Right
get
there.
that.
Okay, hold on.
covered.
Oh.
Sorry, I was doing a couple of things. So right here is what you said.
Yeah, even though you're probably right. Ignis is probably right. He probably has the movement speed to go there. But, he'd have to come off the bridge, though. He can't just go over to... Unless he just jumps. And then he has to... do that.
Okay.
Dude's got leaps.
After getting hit, Gromlick was like, that stung a little bit.
This isn't good.
That
And he reaches
tickled.
up and he kind of snaps the arrow off. It kind of, where it hit him in the shoulder, he just kind of snaps it off and throws the shaft of the arrow to the ground and just kind of looks at you for a second, Phoenix, and goes, "Can you do better?"
You'll see.
Blaze, it's your oh, it's my turn.
Blaze, it's your turn.
Oh well,
thanks,
thank
guys.
you, handsome DM.
You are so good looking, DM, coming from Blaze.
That's me. Okay. This is what I get for doing 4 things at once here.
That got clipped.
That's fire. That's fine. Okay. That's more than enough. Okay. So we're gonna go here. Actually, we're gonna go
Okay.
here. And then and Blaze is gonna use Eldritch Blast against him.
Come on,
So-
Eldridge. Blast.
15. That's a 21, which will hit. And so he does 4 damage to Gromlick. Gromlick gets hit and kind of steps back for a minute and went, that stung less, but surprising. Okay. Ignis, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm up in this tower, right?
Yes, that is. You're elevated. It's only about maybe 5 feet elevated above the rest of the arena.
You said you rolled 4 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to keep track of his damage.
All right.
Do you know how much? Oh, you're trying to keep track of his damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't know how much. You don't know how much.
No, and since he's a monster, I'm assuming it's not. Well, he's not a monster though. Is his health posted?
No.
Of course not.
Is that a bear trap right next to me?
It's potentially, yeah. Let me look. Hold on. Let me move. Yeah, it's a bear trap sitting there, but
Okay.
it's
So-
not, it's already been sprung. It's not going to go off.
Oh,
Okay.
So if you go here, you'll hit the trap. No, that'd be hilarious. Snap!
Okay,
Ah!
I start off by casting Hunter's Mark on him
Okay.
as my bonus
Cool.
action.
All right. We'll give him the mark again. Okay. Go
Mark
ahead.
of Cain. I mean, what?
And I guess loosen another arrow into him.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Oh! Natural 20.
Are you serious? How have I
Hell
not
yeah.
gotten one nat
These are
20?
co- These are coming in clutch today for you, man.
This
Go
is a
ahead,
bunch
roll
of
your-
crap.
Roll your damage.
Okay, that is my 1d8. All right. 1d8. That is.
I thought Shortbow was 1d6.
So that's.
Or do you? No, he has a longbow.
Oh, does he?
6.
Yeah, he has a
I
longbow.
guess-
It's the hunter's mark that I have to do 1d6 damage.
Oh,
Yes. It's
Okay.
it's 1d8. It's 1d8 for the longbow plus the 1d6 for the hunter's mark.
gotcha.
That is 2. So all in all, that's 8 damage. Unfortunately,
That's not bad.
That's what I pulled
Yep.
on him.
it's good enough.
It's up to 20.
Okay.
Could have been a lot worse.
Again, he kind of takes it and just kind of looks at you. You can see that kind of this one pained him a little bit more now that he's taken a little bit of damage, but still kind of still standing strong and not happy. With that though, it is now Gromlick's turn,
Zoinks!
and he will attack Phoenix
I saw that coming.
because you were the first. You were the first one to draw blood.
Well, I was thinking because
So-
I was smarting off to him.
He pulls out a heavy crossbow. Off of his
Oh,
back.
I didn't know he had
And-
a crossbow. Dang.
That's an 18 to hit.
All right, yeah, I have 13.
Yeah. Okay. So you take 6 damage.
Oh my gosh. Down to 21.
And with that, he puts the crossbow back and ends his turn. So Hydralis, your turn.
All right, I walk towards the northern side of the bridge while pointing my axe to him. If you want something that'll sting, it will be right here.
So you can actually get to here.
Yeah, like stand on the stone across from the yeah. Okay, I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
You still have your javelins too, by the way.
I know.
All right. I think that's all your turns. So we're back up to the top with Phoenix.
All right, here we go. Oh, what is that? 20. So I got 20 to hit. Well,
You got
15
20,
plus 5.
You got 20 to hit. Let me double check. I think that hits.
I would hope it hits.
20. Yes, that hits.
I was like, man, I thought I rolled lower earlier. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
No, you got like a 21 or 22.
4. So I got a 4. That's 7.
7 total.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 27 we've taken from you guys, just so you know.
It's what?
27. I was telling everybody.
Oh, okay. That one kind of rocked him back a step. He's still kind of standing strong, but that one did a little bit more damage to him, and he kind of now he's kind of starting to feel things.
I look at him and say, "So how'd that one feel?"
All right, it is now Blaze's turn, and yes, I know it's my turn this time. So we're going to do so first. Blaze is going to cast Hexblade's Curse on Gromlik.
What does that do?
Then he's going to let's see. And that's not an action. I don't believe that's an action. I think it's a bonus action. We'll call it bonus action, and then we'll use Eldritch Blast against him.
What's Hexblade Curse do?
Hexblade's Curse allows him to get an additional damage of bonus modifier and a 19 or a 20 on the hit roll will crit.
All right. Does that last for everybody, or is that just him? Just for the time?
Just for me.
Okay.
Just for me. So yeah, that's gonna hit because that's an 18
Nice.
to hit, and then so Eldritch Blast gets a 4, so that's 6. So now we are down to this amount.
33.
And it knocks Gromlik back another step. And now he's really not getting happy. Now he's really kind of pissed. He's still standing strong, but he's still he's not happy. So now we're to Ignis.
All right. Let me see. Looking at my stuff here. I'm questioning here. Okay, never mind. I was thinking something, but I don't think now's the appropriate time. I just loosen another arrow at him.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
That is 14 to hit.
That will miss.
All right. And given that I just saw, Gromlik freaking pierce Phoenix with an arrow, I would like to take cover behind.
Okay.
Like right here.
Right over there. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Like right here.
Yeah, just take cover.
Okay. That'll work. It's now Gromlik's turn, and Gromlik is really kind of starting to see red, and he's kind of pissed. So he's going to move up to attack Hydralis.
All right.
So we get a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. We get a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Both attacks miss. And it is your turn, Hydralis.
Okay, that is a
Oh, Aliokan.
that plus my
The pit.
additional.
And no, you
Okay,
can't push him into the pit. The bridge covers too much of the pit to push him in. I'm just going to let you know that right now.
I was thinking that. Okay, altogether I have 18.
That'll hit.
All right.
Finish him.
Okay, cool. I do 12 damage.
Dude.
Nice.
45. How much does he have? He can't have much more.
That really rocked him back. He's now really feeling it. He's still standing pretty strong, but that really hurt him. We're back up to the top, Phoenix.
All right. Let's see. I want to move. I guess I
There?
can move right here. Yeah. Move right there.
Okay.
And I am again gonna go at him. I'm gonna go at him with my arrow because that's the only thing I can do.
Roll your attack.
Yeah, that didn't hit. I rolled an 8. My first miss. No. I mean, it would have been a 13 altogether, but I still missed.
Okay. Phoenix Blaze, me. Okay. So we're gonna go with a we're gonna stick with the tried and true. We're gonna just go with another. Well, wait a minute. I'm looking up a spell real quick.
Arson, by the way, I needed to tell you something while he's looking that up.
What's up?
Tim's good to go after this.
All right.
Okay. So Blaze is going to cast Hex on him now. So in addition to Hexblade's Cursed, he has Hex on him. And we'll do that. And we're going to roll to hit. 15. 17. That's going to miss, actually. So, Ignis, your turn.
All right.
So you missed him? Is that what you said?
Yes, I missed him. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I thought you heard me.
I'd like to move right here.
Ping it again for me, please. I was writing something down.
Right here.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. Now, how do you do items you throw? Like, I'm going to reach into my bag and throw something. Would that be an action or a bonus action?
Roll for it.
Depends on what you're throwing. No, no, that just makes it too confusing. We're gonna make it an action.
An action?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I look over at Blaze, since he more than likely has the necessary spell, and I show him because I pull out of my bag an oil container.
Blaze just nods,
Okay.
acknowledging he knows what you're trying to do. So if that's what you're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and do a straight roll. Let's do a. It's not gonna cause damage.
No.
So let's do a roll to hit. Let's add your strength modifier to your roll.
So I'm kind of confused on how the oil is. Is it like held within like a glass container or something like that?
Yeah, sure, for flavor, yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, yeah.
And I want to aim it so none of the oil gets on Hydralis. Is that possible? To not get Hydralis?
We're just gonna have to raise the difficulty of the throw because now you're calling your shot. So
Why don't you stick it on the end of your arrow and shoot him with the arrow? Like seriously, like can't you do that?
Wouldn't that affect my? I mean, can I do that?
No.
I mean, he's a ranger, right?
Yeah.
Like Green Arrow down here.
It's up to
Let's
the
do the
DM.
same. Do the same. Yeah. No. No arrow. Let's just
Okay.
throw it. Let's do the same. Do a I'm gonna add 2 to his AC to increase the difficulty. So let's roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
All right.
Because you're calling your shot.
Come on, dice, be with me.
It's gonna be all in Hydralis's eyes.
19.
You just missed.
No.
Yeah, you just missed. Your throw goes kind of cockeyed and to the side, and it hits the wall of the well and falls into the well.
Keep note of that because you've lost that now.
Just missed.
Dang. All right. Well, there goes my oil. Worth a shot, though.
That was a good shot. I was gonna try to take a torch and hit him with it after you did that.
I'm just gonna point something out. You have an inspiration that you could re-roll.
Oh, can I do that?
Yes.
Okay. If this was zombie, he would have been like, "No, you already threw it."
Such a lovely DM.
I'll give you, just because of flavor's sake, I'm not going to give you another inspiration because I'm kind of giving you a
No,
pass
that's
on this
fine.
one.
I have 2 inspiration though. One, oh, actually no.
Just use one.
Since we did the rules though, like, do we not? Since we're doing your rules, we don't
No,
start
you're
with one
keeping-
inspiration.
No, it's fine. You started with the one.
Okay,
You should have two.
I'll just
You
use
should
my
have
one
two.
inspiration. All right.
That's fine.
Oh, yes. You're not gonna believe this.
Did you nat 20?
A nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm a little nicer than
When-
Zombie. Zombie would have said, "No,
when the people
you're out of luck."
needed him
But
most.
We should do these arena games more often, man. This is where the luck really shines. Back in the lowly dungeons when I only got like 5s,
well,
7s.
keep in mind, we're doing this for entertainment for the crowd. So you know what? I'll give you a pass and let you re-roll it. So you do hit.
Wonderful.
You do hit, and luckily with the nat 20, you throw it in such a way that it literally only splatters Gromlick. Some of the oil just kind of goes flying past Hydralis, but none of it gets on him.
He matrixes it like.
Heads up.
All right. Well, that would be your turn.
It is now Gromlick's turn. And he is going to use his crossbow against Blaze. And that's a nat 20.
Oh gosh, double hit. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is going to hurt. So,
Come on, be low roll.
oh, wrong one.
He low roll.
Wrong one. Okay, so we're just going to we're going to roll this and double it. So that's 16 against
Oh
Blaze.
my god.
Dang.
Yeah.
How much you got left? Can't be like 11?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that hits hard.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts hard. And I couldn't, being that it's a nat 20, I couldn't even cast shield.
Yeah,
So-
Hydralis. You're up, buddy.
Yep,
I think-
Hydralis is up now.
All right.
Oh no, wait, nope. Wait a minute.
Oh no, he's got an extra action. That's right.
He does not. Gromlick does not. However, I do have a reaction,
Oh.
and it's going to fit
Oh.
beautifully into this. So after Blaze gets hit, I lift my hand and I point at Gromlick, and I cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
Oh.
Now, here's the beauty of this: is it's a fire spell. So we're going
Perfect.
to add,
Absolute cinema.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead, because of the oil that's on him, we're going to go ahead and add 4 more to whatever my damage is. So let's make sure that I can even hit him first. So, yeah. And it is a... Oh, no, he has to make a dex save. Sorry, this is a new spell. Okay, so he has to make a dex save.
He's got to roll against himself. This is hilarious.
It is kind of weird. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it is funny.
It is kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. They don't tell me what the DC is, though.
Is that your final answer?
What?
Did you hear?
Math. We love math.
No, it's not math. It's the spell says it's a dex save, but it doesn't tell me what the DC is for the save.
Is that up for the DM or?
That's weird. All right, then I guess it's up to me then. I'll have to research that, but we're gonna go ahead and make the DC like say 17, which he does. So he only takes or half as much on a successful one. Okay, so we gotta do this, and I need this. So that's 6. Then we said we were going to add 4 to that. So he takes 10 damage.
So he's
That's good.
he's lost
All right.
55 points.
Now it is Hydraulis' turn.
Hydraulis.
Is he still on fire? Like is he does he stay on fire, or is it like a quick like the oil all burns off relatively quickly?
Yeah, no, it'll let's say it burns off relatively quickly.
Okay.
Unfortunately. It wasn't
After
it was just a small jar. It was just a small jar that he took out of his bag.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot there.
Okay. After seeing our wonderful spellcaster get absolutely annihilated, my Spinosaurid eyes dilate, and I snarl and I lunge forward and bite into what's his name? Gromlich. I bite
Gromlich.
into his shoulder and tackle him.
Okay.
Or try to.
Oh, okay. Do you have a bite attack? No.
I don't. I was thinking it could just be more so like a nerfed version of my battle axe. Like instead of the because my axe
Let's make it-
has
Let's make it half of it. Let's make it half of it. So we'll say and we'll have to talk to Zombie about how he wants to handle your bite attack later on. But let's say it's 1d4. It'll be 1d4 plus 4 for the damage. And yeah, and then you said you wanted to grapple him too?
yeah.
Or no. Oh, okay. So let's do this in order. Let's do this in this order then. Let's do a strength check for the grapple. And
Okay.
we'll say you've got to beat a let's say you got to beat a 16.
16? Okay.
Also extra.
I'm using my inspiration.
Okay.
Peak cinema. All right, I got a 16 as the roll, and then that's
Okay.
obviously with my.
Okay.
4.
So you grappled him. So you've got him. So he's within bite range. So you don't have to roll to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. That's just the
and
way
you
I'm
said
going to roll
that
it since this is
it was
1d4. Yeah, 1d4 plus
Okay.
4. We're going to have the dice.
plus 4. Okay.
Since you
That
don't technically have a
is-
bite attack and we're playing rule of cool here, well, that's how we'll handle it.
Rule of cool.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
A 3 for damage. Okay.
So
Yep.
that's 7. Right?
Okay. No, that's a 3 on the dice.
Yeah, 3 on the
Total.
dice.
You said 3 plus
okay,
4, or yeah, it's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 7.
So. Okay. All right. He did not like that at all. He is hurting. When you get your teeth and your mouth around him, he absolutely screams in pain and frustration. And he kind of, you've got him grappled. So yeah, well, you can hold on to him for now. Even though you just made the DC, you're gonna go ahead and hold on to him for now.
Okay.
I say it's time to finish him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my turn, right?
Yes, it's back to Phoenix.
All right, I'm moving here.
Yeah, I figured. That way you get your sneak attack.
You
and,
dang
advantage.
right.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. 13 plus that's 18.
18 will hit.
Oh, yes. Oof. All right. Here comes my first one. This is D6. I got a 3 plus 3, that's 6. And then that's 10 with my sneak attack.
So
And
it's
then
10 total.
10 total with that one.
Okay.
So that's up to 72. And now I'm going to go roll for my dagger.
Okay.
That's 13 plus. That's another 18.
That'll hit.
And here comes my D4. Roll a 2. That's 5.
5 total.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
Is he dead?
Anytime you hear those words, it's go
Anytime you
time.
hear those words from me, it's go time. You've killed him. How do you want to do this?
I want to somehow like maneuver it where he falls down into the pit.
Okay. So basically, you grab his shoulder, you stick your dagger in his back, and then as he jerks back in pain and frustration, you kind of push and spin and dump him over the side.
And that's it.
And that's it. With that, the crowd absolutely roariously cheers. That was the greatest thing that they have seen in a while.
I flip the crowd off and walk away.
The game master again claps his hands and again hollers silence in that amplified voice of his, and the stadium once again just kind of goes silent. And again, the game master will snap his fingers, moving you guys kind of within, each other's group again, and will appear in the middle of the four of you, and looks at you and says, "That was fantastic. The games that we have not seen things like that in a long time." He says, first of all, we have a new champion in the tournaments of the Phoenix. He did fantastically. As a group, you guys did magnificently against the monsters that we threw against you. Gromlik is not one of our easier gladiators to beat, and you have managed to achieve that. As you could well see, he deals a lot of damage and a lot of hurt to people. He says, now that we are coming to a close with our games for this evening, he says, as a reward for participating within our games, as the riches, you may say, I offer to you this. First of all, he hands each of you a sack of 100 gold pieces. And yes, Isla will get all of this as well. So you'll be able to mark 100 gold pieces on your sheet.
I'm up to 185 now.
He says, and also, he says, everyone who comes through here and who achieves such greatness is given this award is given this reward for use in their adventures going forward. And he takes out of his robes a small chest and opens it, and laying in that small chest are 5 gold coins that have his head on them. And he looks at you, and I will send you what this gold coin does here, so that you guys can add it to your sheets later. And yes, I've already cleared this one with Zombie.
You may have to remind us next week too. So
I will. But I'll send this to you. I'll send it in the text channel. What these are called the coin of communication. Basically, what these are is, as long as the coin is on your person, so whether that be in your pocket, in a pouch, in your hand, whatever, you are able to establish a telepathic link with any one member of your party or the entire party.
As long as we're all each holding that coin.
No.
No.
Well, yes, as long as that coin is on that person. Okay.
So Wolf wouldn't get that.
Wolf is getting. Yeah, Wolf will get this.
That's bullcrap.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm just kidding. She sleeps through the whole thing. No.
Gets paid and gets a communication code.
Yeah.
Now the things about this is that you can only do this. A person can only initiate a telepathic conversation 3 times a day. The charges reset at dawn, and the effect will only last for 1 hour. So when you do the math in that's basically 15 times or 15 hours in a day that telepathic communication could be established amongst, like, say, the whole party.
That's actually like way too much, but hey, okay.
Not really. It actually would benefit. Having a telepathic link amongst the party actually benefits us in a lot of ways.
Yeah, but if we long rest, that covers everything. So pretty much, minus an hour.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. So I mean, but the thing is that let's say you initiate a conversation, Phoenix, unless you spend another charge on the coin for another hour, the link will drop, and unless somebody else thinks to, either you or somebody else picks it up, there's that amount of time that you don't have that link.
Gotcha.
So it's not a continuous effect. It only lasts for an hour. If you don't basically
Pika-pee.
refresh,
Right.
if you don't
Pikachu?
refresh the link, you lose it.
Right. I got you. I understand.
Right. And once you use your 3 charges, you're done. Somebody else has to initiate it. So, so there are some drawbacks there. There is a little bit of micromanaging with the coin. But yeah, like I said, as long as it's on your person, so in a coin pouch, in your pocket, in your pack, in your hand, on a chain around your neck, up your nose, wherever you want to put it, you can have it and do that.
So real quick, do I get anything extra for winning?
No.
That is such crap.
Right.
No, I was
Bragging
hoping it was gonna be gold because I was gonna split it between the 4 of us.
Bragging rights, really. I mean, you can say that now you are the best amongst the 4 of us in battle.
I know I can beat Hydralis, and
exactly.
Ignis can't say that.
If I'm not trying to show off anyway.
I mean, look at it this way.
It's not that one.
Right. It's not a materialistic thing. It's more of the ability to the ongoing ability to trash talk moving forward in the campaign. With this group is invaluable. Go ahead.
Did you ever watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when it was in the 2000s, like the second rendition of them in cartoon? So there's a version of there where they all go to something similar to this, and they all take part of the fight, and Michelangelo wins it. And so he just like out of the blue just like messes with every one of them, but like, yeah, I won the tournament of champions, da 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 da. And they're all like, you're so that's like, we're never gonna live this down. That's the way it's gonna be with me.
Yeah, oh no. And that's why I said, of all the prizes out of this, the trash talking that can ensue from here on out is absolutely priceless with this group. So,
but I'm also my character wouldn't be like that. So,
right. So, you all get that. The game master waves his hand over the final coin and says, your companion, even though she was not able to attend, will also get this as a benefit to your whole party. And the coin disappears. He puts the chest back in his sleeve and he says, now the games have come to a close. Thank you all for participating. And we hope that maybe you will come back again and play in our games again. Who knows? It could be new things, the new challenges the next time that you all show up.
I look at the game. Sorry.
No, you're fine. He goes to. Oh, go ahead. You were going to say. Go ahead.
I look at the game master and I flat out say it's like we have a choice. You didn't give us a choice. You forced us. So, it's when you want us here, not when we want to come back.
I mean, you did have the option to just sit down the whole time.
I did. I just wanted out. I played along to get out. Maybe that's why I won. Because I just wanted out.
I mean, your friend wanted a drink so he ended up with a place to sit and a drink and a beverage while you fought.
Oh man, I had wine. I could have done that. I could have just sat there and drank wine.
Yeah. You had the option to sit out.
I
you chose to participate.
But then I won. So, I'm happy with that.
So with that, the game master goes to raise his hand to send you all back to whence you came. And all of a sudden, I have to look this name up again real quick. There we go. All of a sudden, Blaze realizes, and he blurts out, I recognize you finally. You are the god Garbeth, the god of travel and luck. No wonder you brought us here and are the game master. The game master just kind of smiles because he knows he's been gotten and nods his head and says, very good. Very good. Not many people get that. Very good. And with that, he waves his hand. The arena fades out. And for a few moments, there's nothing but blackness. And then you sit up in bed, back in the bunk room at the guild. You kind of move your eyes and look at each other. And kind of the look on your faces is almost like that was a really weird dream. But you don't know that you really want to talk to each other about it until all of a sudden, Ignis reaches into his pocket for something and finds the gold coin and pulls it out and realizes this wasn't necessarily a dream.
I'm going back to bed.
And goes back to bed. And that, we come to a close.
I roll over in bed and look, just holler out to Hydralis, "Hey, Hydralis, who's the champ?" And I go to sleep.
I walk over to the window, spit outside. They need to get better tasting champions.
That's good. And so that's it. That's where we're going to end this session.
All right, guys. On that note, I want to thank everybody for partaking in this. This was quite interesting. I've been having to deal with these little guys right here. Let me show you. They're over here, and Bella's snoring like sawing some logs, big time. But yeah, look at them. They're just adorable. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for being here for this. Next week we will be back to our regular scheduled program. And Zombie will be back with his flatulent self, and and but it was funny because beforehand I was hanging out with Zombie for a minute, and right before I left to come over here, he cut one real big. I was like, well, at least I got that one. So I got that one. But on that note, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here. We're gonna end scene. I don't think I have anybody to do the end credits, so we'll just hit up the stream is ending, and we'll call it. Give me 1 second. One more second. Okay, one more. And there we go. And it says thank you for watching, everybody. This will be posted up on YouTube. I got a little bit behind, so I got to post the other one from last week today, probably, or tomorrow. And then I'll post this one probably right behind it. So on that note, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as we have. And just remember, I'm the champ, and no one can take that away from me.
Great. Now we're going to have to live that down.
All right. You guys have a fabulous day. I may come back later today and stream something. I don't know. But we still gotta do a movie here in a few. So we'll work on that. All right, guys, have a good one.